Smells good though.
Boom! Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Kendra,
How's that?
Robbie.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? We got to figure out who Frank is.
I know. We're all hot on the trail for Frank.
We're looking for Frank, guys. It's all about Frank right now.
We had a Frank emergency.
It was immediate. It took about 10 minutes. Sorry I'm late. We're still trying to figure out who it is. Gabe is clueless. He's already walked away. He's like, what? What's Frank? Who's Frank?
Believe me, we were all shocked about it. It just came into our laps 10 minutes ago.
Literally. So while they work on that, I'm obviously going to talk about some of the drama, because that's how we do things here. We debunk drama. So there's a couple different things we get to talk about, update you on, and so we'll go from there. So hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Ray Bone Crusher.
Hello, Ray.
That card was weird. She even mentioned, I'm telling you, yeah. As a matter of fact, I got an email in regards to that. Let's see. That's someone who said they had watched the reading, real spooky. And the fact that they mentioned Ohio, the internet, listening to conversations, bugs. They call me the flea. A demanding, unreasonable man being in the limelight, power struggles, a tug-of-war situation, ace of swords, the truth being revealed, saying you hold the key to someone being stuck, and that's why they're watching you. And even the fact that a rug was pulled out from underneath them. And let's see, did Hells expect the backlash he's had? I don't know. I got Sword Energy. Well, Sword Energy, that's Warriors. They mentioned money, betrayal, the fact this is an old story, and bringing up Justice card and Strength card. Kendra, what's my card?
Strength.
Yeah. Meaning the truth will be heard and a fair outcome will be had. It was a great reading. It really was. I mean, at first it's kind of like, oh my God, what? But when you hear what that reading was all about, it's kind of like, oh, holy crap. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. I thought anybody paying attention to the Hell Saga would think it was interesting. And if you are into astrology or things like that, and maybe want to go check out your own, I'm sure I didn't check her channel out that much, but I'm pretty sure she has other signs that she, does readings on and stuff too. But that was pretty interesting read for me, or watch for me, I should say. But yeah, some people don't believe in it, some people do. But I just thought I find it very coincidental with a lot of the signs and astrology. So, but that was pretty much on the ball. But anyhow, so very interesting. So if you're into that, go check that lady out, because that was definitely, she was on point with lots of things. And so check out your own astrology, your horoscope on her channel. Kenji, you saw her too, right? You saw it?
No.
I sent you the link.
I missed it.
Well, dang. All right then. So
sorry, I was busy.
Jules is saying hello.
Oh, the animal noise is not from Robbie, I see.
What is the holdup with the Ohio case? The judge. The judge has not given her orders.
Is Hannah here?
Hannah, are you here yet?
I don't know. We got more important things than foot here.
No.
Chicken with her.
Oh.
Did he say chicken dinner?
Figure out who Frank is.
Who the hell is Frank?
Don't know. Well, aside from Freaky
What
Frank.
about Frank?
We're not talking about Freaky Frank.
Well, what about
different
Frank?
Frank?
What about Frank?
He killed Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah, that's what Robbie's saying. Okay, so basically right before we went live, Robbie wanted us to figure out who Frank was in regards to the Nancy Guthrie case. Why is that, Robbie?
because there's this awesome Instagram page. What's it called, Kendra? I just sent it to you. Hope Paranormal.
Yes, the Hope Paranormal.
This guy's awesome. He's been right on so many things, and he's actually really
What's up,
good.
Ray? I
He's
texted you earlier.
spoken-
I heard you had some
and she
fun.
named the killer.
Yeah, he apparently, this person was in touch in the afterlife with Nancy Guthrie, who called out the name Frank, saying Frank needs to be arrested in connection to her missingness
Murder.
and passing. Yeah, allegedly.
And
So now we're like, who the fuck is Frank?
So
I don't know.
Robbie
This is
Kendra might have known who Frank was in connection to the Nancy Guthrie case. So that's what they're talking about.
And there's been
Oh,
no suspects of a Frank, no family member Frank. There's been no Frank. So we're not
It's
quite
not Freaky
sure.
Frank.
Oh, right on,
No,
Ray.
a different Frank.
I'm working in Salt Springs tomorrow.
Oh, so you're gonna pop by there if you're there?
Yeah.
Might have a visitor tomorrow, Ray, if you're there.
Ray, do they still have the glass bottom boats?
Oh, Salt Springs ain't too far.
No, they went to Silver Spring yesterday.
Oh, they got. Oh, Salt Springs, I hear, is nice too.
Hey, a little bit.
It's about an hour north of there.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no where I'm working. It's just a
Did you see the
neighborhood.
monkeys, Ray?
It's a neighborhood in the middle of the Ocala National Forest, and it's the only one there. And there's no, you have to go to like the top of the hill in order to get cell phone service.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah,
the middle.
down by Moon Lake.
Huh?
Salt
It's out by-
Springs, it's out by Moon Lake.
Oh, I don't know, but I know it's in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Yeah, it's halfway between here and Daytona on 40.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. It's like right there in the middle. Of the
Oh.
forest.
It ends out onto Lake George.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that sounds right.
Lake George.
I know.
I got in there and it.
I'm actually laughing about it because when we were in school, like the 6th grade trip was always to go to Lake George, but that's upstate New York or whatever, somewhere up there.
Yeah, see, I go get in one of those like neighborhood because it's so far out there that it's hard to get anybody out there. So when they got somebody out there, the neighbors are pulling them left and right.
Right. So you're getting like
Yeah,
pulled around.
right.
But anyway, guys. Yeah, was it today, Noreen? Robbie, did you see Guapo Short?
No, was it?
Well, it was him showing a beach front area and looking into the future, and he turned the camera away, like you're looking at the water and the waves running and hitting the sand on the shore, and all of a sudden he turned back over and he was showing pictures of a sonogram saying it's a girl. Yeah.
I know all about that.
So congratulations, Guapo. He's having a baby girl.
Very nice.
And you know what that means, Lisa?
What, hon?
When they went skydiving, she was pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, so his kid's already been skydiving.
Oh my goodness! If I would have found that out after the fact, I would have been scared. That's crazy, but that's awesome. I'm so happy for him. That's great news. Congratulations, Guapo, baby, on the way. Whoop, whoop.
Well,
Yeah. Great news. Wonderful news. Okay. Well, I just knocked that over. Anyhow, so lots been going on. As you guys know, we had a birthday weekend here. So I've kind of was exhausted a little bit for that. Yesterday we had a little what a day of court, right?
Lucy, what did
Yeah.
Lucy say about Frank?
Lucy, I saw she found about one of the doctors that it didn't. I was the same thing I read to you.
Oh,
What about Frank?
We can't find anything doing the Google search on it that's like something really strong just yet in regards to Frank. That's this all these other people that have been associated with working on the case or around the case, but not like a suspect Frank. I'm thinking
Right.
like, is the pool boy or the landscaper or the garbage man's name Frank? Like it could be something that simple, but like none of
that,
those people have publicly been named. But like it's got to be something that simple.
Right.
And she just was friendly with whomever, as people are. And
So now it's all about finding out who Frank is.
Mhm.
So, as I was saying, so we had a busy weekend here, and then yesterday we were in court,
Yes, we were.
and today was a little bit of a sad morning, but things are moving on. I'll get to that in a little bit. Um, so,
there was court yesterday.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you about that in a second. I just want to go over this quick crap that we got here. I'll do that in a second.
Well, we thought it was at 9, and it was at 3.
We thought it was at 9. It ended up being at 3, so we had to go back.
we believe the first name is Frank.
You got it. You got to turn it
I
on.
don't know. I don't want that.
It ends up hurting my knees.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so apparently, let's get just right into this drama stuff. I haven't been talking much about Coop, as a matter of fact, because I don't know, don't care really. But apparently, I'm being accused of copyright striking or something. I don't know if I'm using anything of mine, so I don't know why I would copyright strike him. But apparently, he was struck for cyber harassment, and he thinks it's me. And meanwhile, like I said, night to the quick crap segment. That's good. So apparently he thinks it's me, but as I said, I was dealing with a court thing yesterday. But I don't watch them. You guys know I don't watch these people. And obviously they have issues with it, but no, I did not watch them. So no, sorry, hate to tell you, it was not me, Coop. I don't know why I would even strike you. Harassment, whatever. To me, you're completely irrelevant. But I was told that you think that I'm the one to blame. And he says he doesn't flag other channels and only discusses Thule's when my channel tells lies. And he says that Thule's flat out lies about Megan and Tug. You think? Well, common sense will tell you who's the liar, and that would be Megan and Tug. And they openly admit to coming up with theories and then testing them after they've mentioned it. They've literally said this. Well, guess what? Your theories are defaming people, which means you're lying. You're outright lying. You can't call it a theory. Okay? You're actually going public and lying about people. And so Coop, you need to get your believer checked. But anyway, he says his channel policy is to tell the chat not to contact or harass anyone from their side. And he's basically listening to Tug. So he goes on to say that his channel is changing things up and doing different content on Tuesdays and Thursdays, basically moving away from the Hell saga. In other words, his content is running low, which there is low content. Why? Because Hells is not attacking people at the moment. He's starting to gear it up again, but let's see how far he goes with it. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I really don't care about Coop so much because to me, he's just someone who
Guapo's girlfriend is
follows leader. What?
She's pregnant.
Oh, Anita said, okay, I see. So I just, to me, he's irrelevant, and he's just like trying to talk about things that everybody else is talking about. and fine, whatever. How that now. Megan, on the other hand, let's go to Megan since he wanted to bring Megan up. Um, Megan did a stream last night, and she started her stream asking for money. She's saying she's been spending a whole bunch of her husband's money, and apparently J Hip sent a super chat and suggested, and Tug suggested that there could be a super chat war between Megan and Jay. Well, apparently, that's a new grift. She discussed Michael Volpe as saying the anti what the hell's used mac and cheese story to pull Michael into what the hell saga. When you say anti what the hells, why don't you be a little more specific? Because you know damn well that you flipped out because Bruce was going to do an interview with Michael. That's what it is. Megan flipped out. So it's not the anti-Hales. It's Bruce that you're all pissed off about that he was going to do something with Mike Volpe. Tell the story correct because there's tons of messages between Volpe and Megan that will absolutely prove that whole fact. So I don't know why she's like calling out everybody on this anti thing or whatever. Just it's Bruce. Okay, Bruce and Volpe is what she got all pissed off about. Anyway, she goes on to suggest that it was aimed at hurting her channel. That Michael Volpe talking to Bruce about Bruce's mac and cheese lawsuit. That was going to. How is that going to attack her channel when it had nothing to do with Megan Fox? Nothing to do. She literally threatened to take her friendship away from Volpe if Volpe did do this interview with Bruce. So she's just trying to switch it up, and that's not what happened. She mentioned Michael used the term working with Bruce Matskin. Well, her terms, her ethics, her morals, shot. Don't care. That's exactly what it was. You can ask Volpe yourselves. I mean, we've all kind of heard it enough that we all know what's going on. She's just trying to change it all around. Anyway, so saying it was a weird term and could almost suggest a paid relationship. Now she's trying to like put more bullshit in there, more lies. A paid relationship between Volpe and Bruce. Yeah, and let me guess, it's all about her.
Well, which one's the sugar daddy?
Huh?
Which one's the sugar daddy?
Volpe or Bruce?
Everyone's got one, don't they?
I don't know. If you ask me, she's only got one sugar daddy. She mentioned, and here it is. She mentions her coverage of Jeremy Hales, saying she's not working with Jeremy Hales. She's covering the Hales story. Really? Well, why is it that anybody who's ever watched him knows that story better than you? Because I doubt she watches anything at all. She does sympathize with Jerm and says he's more credible.
There it is.
And then says he's become a friend. Well, what is it? Is he a friend, or is he just someone you're covering a story about? What is it? Because if you think this guy's your friend, you're out of your mind. He's using you. He's absolutely using you. So anyway, so she needs to make up her mind. And speaking of friend to friend, we're going to talk about that in a second. She basically said that the anti-Hells, the anti-what the hells are doxers and harassers.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she's more doxing everybody and harassing everybody nightly. She's on me like white on rice right now. Totally on me. And so she brought up my transcript and then went on to talk about the Coop strike, saying it wasn't a YouTube situation, but he was falsely flagged. Okay? And Tug says the antis are sending folks out to watch everything and report back. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't send anybody to watch anything. I never have. I never did. If people come to me and they tell me they watch or they're going to, that's it. I mean, I can tell you actually right now, we are looking up 2 channels right now for specific things. So that's different. But as far as people going, watching, and coming back and telling me or giving me a summary, like I say, that's their own choice. Nobody has to do anything like that.
Is Harper in there?
I think so. I thought I saw Harper. So you're the one that doesn't watch any of this.
There she is.
There she is. So anyway, Megan announced she's moving over to Rumble
Yes,
to
I
go
am.
over Sunday night's Thule stream transcript and show more interesting body cam video.
You know
So
what's
this
gotta
is from
be-
last night. So according to Megan Fox, she's going to be going over my Sunday live stream, Sunday's Fun Day. And then we have, so she's basically copying Jay Hip because Jay Hip does a respun on Mondays. So guys, I think we're going to trip them up a little bit. So some kind of things change around a little bit. You'll know why.
You know, I'm wondering how I'm not saying all or a lot, but I'm saying there's got to be a certain couple people in Jeremy's thing that hates the fact that I could talk about smoking pot on live while I'm on probation. They can't violate me for it.
Probably. I mean, they want to find ways to get you at all, all together. It doesn't matter what it is. They've even tried to do that with your pop tart.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody remembers that, but they tried.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Whatever they're doing, it didn't work because whatever the bullshit that they're spewing and saying and try is all false. So, when you're given false information and it can't be proven, then you're failing. Again, failure. So anyway, the friend of foe thing came up. So there was questions that Jerm had on Sunday night regarding the quiz thing, and
I like it.
someone sent me an email. It was quite funny in regards to the answers. So let's see if any of you guys come up with the same answers.
Oh, really smart.
When Jerm was asked what app he spent most time on, what is the reply you think that it should have been? Tell me what you think the answer should have been.
Where's
What did
Patty
he
Anthony?
say?
YouTube.
He said YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube Studio. I thought it was
you
pretty
guys
much.
watch that clown more than I do.
I barely do anymore. Thank God. Yeah, he said YouTube. YouTube Studio. But someone else replied Bumble. There you go, stand Sylvie.
Bumble. What is
Yeah,
that?
dating apps.
It's a
There's
dating app?
Shauna says Bumble.
Is that why George isn't around? She caught him on
No.
Bumble.
Quite possibly. Okay, so the next question, or one of the questions are, what is something Germ always says?
Hi, Mo. Hi, Nang, Jens.
Mark my words.
Right? How about let me be very clear? Or
Yeah,
let me be
very
perfectly
clear.
clear.
That's where he's lying.
Yeah, that's how you know he's going to fib.
Oh, mark my words.
Well, he says, let me be very clear. But this person said, I'm going to sue you. Harper, do you know who I am?
That's, yeah.
What word or phrase does he always say? Which I guess we're gonna kind of be the same thing. He's got a new one that he keeps saying. Now everybody else is saying it, and they're saying it to me now. Any guesses?
I don't watch that clown.
Moron. Yeah, they do say moron and idiot a lot now too, don't they? All right, so then this one says file it, fatty. And the one person that they thought that it was the most famous person he's ever met was, any idea? I know it wasn't you, Robbie. They said it was
Okay.
Michelle Preston. That he made her a YouTube personality. And he said something about doing the splits. Did anybody remember that? I don't remember that question.
Oh, yeah.
Something about doing the splits. And yeah, you split from your ex-wife and various other partners. And then where's George? Where's George?
Was he ever on Jerry Springer?
No, he just met him in like an airport or something.
I thought he was on Jerry Springer.
No, that would be hilarious. I bet you his goal was to be on Jerry Springer. And at this point, it could have been. All right, so who was his best friend when growing up? Money. Money. He even told the story about it.
Money.
Don't let money fool you. All right. So then he asked, would I prefer a $500 meal or a bottle of wine? I think I agree that I think that he's too cheap to spend $500 on a meal. And then he asked how he felt about clowns. And, well, you're friends with J Hip. And lastly, he had asked if he ever had a fake ID. And the answer is only on Bumble. I don't know, guys. Am I a friend or a foe?
Did he really say that?
Oh, he did. Oh, no, he didn't say only on Bumble.
Oh, he did.
No, but he asked if we ever had a fake ID. And that's where he started turning around. Because I went over these last night. Sunday night. So this was just an email that someone had answered those questions for him. But no, that's where he said that he was a good Christian boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
My response to that was, well, if you were a good Christian boy, then explain to me how your own children are afraid of you.
What is Bumble?
Bumble's a dating app.
That's what I was thinking, Kathy. How do you spend $500 on chicken nuggets?
Right? Well, if you notice, he looks like he's getting a little thinner, so George is gone. He always gets that way when George leaves him. Probably because he needs to work out and, prepare himself for the next victim. Just my guess. Who knows? Anyhow. All right. So now that we're out of that, we also talked the other day in regards to Tug and his birthday and the anti-Hells attack and all this crapola. Well, finally, I guess today he put out there, so I guess everybody knows because I wasn't going to say anything until they did.
What was I thinking?
Last week, people had asked me if anything had gone on with the case with Jeremy versus Leslie and Michael. And at that time, nothing had. However, on the 15th, on Tug's birthday, Shockett had tried to set up a hearing to deem Leslie a vexatious litigant, right? Based on nothing. There's nothing that has ever been, and remember, she was a lawyer, right? She's a retired lawyer, and she's never had a case that wasn't either voluntarily dismissed, or better yet, she had never.
Excuse me.
She had never had a case that had been dismissed on the merits of the case. Like failure to state a claim or anything like that. She has never had any cases dismissed by a judge for the merits. So them trying to, deem her a vexatious litigant is kind of funny. So what Leslie did on Friday, May 15th, Tug's birthday, was she put in a motion in that court case to declare Jeremy Hales a vexatious litigant. And basically that she filed a motion saying that he's engaged in a pattern of vexatious litigation that meets the statutory definition under the Florida vexatious litigant law. And she put all the exhibits out there. And what exhibits were they? Well, let's see. 8 cases against myself, Robbie, Ray, Dave, Super Dave, MLS, Bruce Matskin, John Cook, all of them, and how they were dismissed for failure to state a claim. And also the Dan Owens case. And she showed, and that's all within the past year. So
get rid of that stupid part stuff. You're right.
How do you I didn't turn it off. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me check. That's right. I probably didn't. You guys having the live reactions going on right now?
No, it's just this. It gets annoying. And then you got some idiots laughing like you can't understand English.
All right, hold on. Let me get rid of it. I'll do it right now.
Espanol?
There's people talking in Spanish in there?
No, you're explaining something. They're laughing at it, and it's like you can't read between the lines.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I
I'm
don't know what
stoned.
he's saying.
Never mind.
I don't know what he's saying.
Huh? For me?
Yeah, I don't know what you're seeing, but because I don't see
I'm
that.
seeing the heart and all that crap to the side.
Okay, it's called live reactions. Here, I'm going to turn it off right now. It should stop. If you refresh, it should stop.
Yeah.
Did it stop?
No. Oh, well,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Hey, please be quiet.
You're just creating issues where there's no issues. Would you chill?
No, I'm not.
No,
Hey,
a lot of
Gabe, hit
people
the
don't
big
like that.
pen.
Kendra, just do what you were doing for the last 5
Gabe,
minutes.
you know what? No.
Human.
No. Nope.
We put bullets in your face?
No, but it's hot. But it's
Nope.
hot.
Okay, well, it's only for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. This is being Lisa bickering.
I
Anyhow,
can do that anytime. Hush.
so she filed this vexatious litigant motion to find Jeremy Hells a vexatious litigant, which I think they very well can do because this is all within like 6 months to a year that all those cases have been dismissed for failure to state a claim.
Thank you, Tricky.
Hey,
So,
Tricky.
Thanks, Tricky. That's look.
Oh,
See,
shut your fat
Tricky's looking out.
hole, Gabriel.
Kendra.
Oh, tricky.
His thumbnail said people are getting sued, even storage units people. I don't know. I didn't see. I haven't watched his anything on him the past 2 days, so I don't know what he's posted. I didn't think I had to. He hasn't done anything. He's starting to on like last Sunday. He started the phone with the mouth, and I'm sure he'll start up again. But in the meantime, so this is an update on the case with Leslie and Jeremy and Tug and Megan. But that wasn't the only thing that she filed. Okay, so basically the reason this is being filed is because he wants a hearing to deem her a vexatious litigant. Let's have a hearing, and while we're at it, we're going to show how he's actually the vexatious litigant. Which, as you know, Jeremy always accuses people of doing what he does. So this is what it's going to. I think personally, it's going to blow up in his face. But the other thing that was filed, do you guys remember we talked about when it comes to this case? We talked about how they were Socket was sent the safe harbor letter, and basically we were saying, TikTok, Megan and Tug, TikTok, get out of this shit before you end up being stuck having to pay attorney's fees. And they just stayed in it, and sure enough, they're in. Well, now sanctions have been filed, the motion for sanctions. And so that's for attorney fees. 2 actual motions were filed. And let's see. Let's see. So, and by the way,
how's Gary doing?
This case is Jeremy, Elephant Shoe, Martha, Megan, and Matthew Lewis against Leslie and Michael. So the sanctions is against all of them, and we'll see. I guess if they end up having a hearing about that as well at the same time. So now they're just waiting. It was sent to the judge. Here, hold on. The sanctions.
Judge.
Yeah, comments under this is that this motion for sanction was sent to the judge. So that's the last thing that happened in regards to these motions that were filed on the 15th by Leslie and Michael, because there was also a filing to terminate representation because Leslie's going to represent herself instead of Michael representing her. So, but Michael has already acquired attorney's fees. So that's what the motion for sanctions is in regard to that. So we'll see what happens, but those are the recent filings. I know Tug went over them. But I'm not going to, go nuts over all this because they'll spend, 4 hours talking about, one paragraph. And I'm not going to do that to you. The bottom line is that this is what was filed. And if you want to look it up, you can go to the Orange County Clerk of Courts in Florida, and you could definitely show. I mean, I could show it; it's not a big deal. But let's see. You know what? Here, I will actually show this so that you guys can watch the replay and take a look-see at it. Thank you. Thank you.
What?
Bring that back over here. Let's see. All right, so there is a bunch of pages here. There's 111, which is why I try not to have to read all this. To you. What?
I was just thinking of something.
What?
Nothing.
What? Share what you're laughing about.
Huh?
Share what you're laughing about.
I'm just thinking.
Okay. You keep doing that. So this is the actual filing. You want to skim through this? Or scan. Sorry, I said scam. There it is. And here's the exhibits. And it shows the voluntary dismissal. This is when Jeremy sued the town of Otter Creek, Florida. He dismissed that, but we all know that it's because his buddy became mayor and took care of him with a check. And then the exhibit 2 is hearing notices, and also in regards to the town of Otter Creek. Exhibit 3 is the judgment in the Fed 2 case. Exhibit 4 is a report and recommendation. Let me tell you something, guys. This was classic. This was the best. And if this judge doesn't read this and go, "What the hell?" when it comes to Jeremy, I don't know what else is. I mean, I don't know if there's any other exhibit better than this. So
Exhibit? What do you mean exhibit? What's he got on display?
it's evidence that she's proving that Jeremy was deemed Jeremy's case was
who's that
deemed.
from?
This is the report and recommendation from the Fed 2 case from the judge.
Who wrote it?
The judge.
Oh. Well,
So,
just
the game's very mellow right now. So it shows the report and recommendation, which this is like another, 30 pages? I don't even know. Scan through this real quickly. You guys have seen a lot of this. We can always get it to you if you actually wanted to request it.
Molly.
what case is this?
This is Jeremy versus Leslie.
Okay.
It's Jeremy, George, Megan,
Leslie.
and Tug versus Leslie. Yes, this is what Leslie filed the other day. Remember?
Okay.
Remember she said she filed something?
Okay, well that's what I was
This is what it
asking
is.
Oh, the light bulb went on.
you. Oh, be quiet.
Exhibit this is the quickest thing I've ever read as far as a court document. One line. This is Jeremy versus Daniel Owens. The one line. Plaintiff's claims are dismissed on the merits for failure to state a claim. Poof, that's it. That is it. That was the greatest document. I was like, wow, okay, great. So that was put in there as well. So, I mean, this basically, all the exhibits are facts. She doesn't even have to argue this. The exhibits just show straight up that he files cases that have absolutely no merit. And then this is against, okay, so this is an open case that she actually put up there. So this is what exhibit is this? 6. Okay, so this is the open case with Bruce and Michelle and what the complaints are. So she showed that as well. So she's showing the court he's got open cases. He had all these other cases. And all of these, except for this one, are closed against the defendants. And so she showed this too. I don't know how many pages this is. I think that's all the exhibits. Oh, that's okay. So that's the exhibit one. That's part of that. All right. So yeah. So it's a lot, guys. 111 pages. So she's letting the court know that he's actually a vexatious litigant, and I have a feeling they might believe her. Because these are all facts, and there's nothing she can, he can't deny any of it. So I'd love to see him try. So that's what's gone on in that
And
case.
the sad thing about it is, if you win it, if she wins it, his clan is still not going to accept it. They're going to say it's bullshit.
They don't accept any truth whatsoever.
Yeah, they just.
Posty down there for a second.
Does the judge have to read AA of that? The judge, the judge does go over all the motions, yeah. So he's going to have to see it. So if he looks at and sees the recommendation, the report, yeah, trust me, he's going to see right through hell's. Not only that, you have to remember something. She filed a case against Jeremy. The court doesn't know why she dropped the case, but she's going to get to say why she dropped the case.
Listen,
which was over a weekend period of them trying to extort her, and they were harassing her, and they threatened her that if she drops the case and doesn't come forward with information on all the people that are part of the anti-Hales ecosystem, that he was going to file a case against her, and they gave her a timeline.
This could be just a whole freaking show.
It's all a show. It's all
between him and Chuck. It probably got together and said, "Look, we can do a bunch of fancy lawyer tricks and make it push this out for a couple years, and make some money out of it. But in the end, we're not going to win." They probably said, "Well, is it worth it? Do you think we can generate enough money where it's worth it?" That's probably what they did. So and they're destroying, and they're putting
his little plan getting destroyed
at the mercy of an innocent family. They just all this.
Yeah.
It's not really breaking that.
All this ahead of time.
Oh, and there's no doubt. He's been just filing paper, and they try to say that Bruce was the one doing it, which is funny. So it's like everything that he does, he blames others for, or tries to. And now he's got Megan and Tug doing all that right now.
We don't have cigars.
So,
I'm doing okay.
I need to see where my dad gets his materials from, so I can grab you some. Because he used to use this cigar place down on.
Sorry, guys, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Howard. Off of Howard.
Lisa, when is the court's going to say enough is enough with Jeremy do something about him? Well, now that you have one case against the district attorney that is, they're trying to appeal it, but it's not going to go nowhere. So that was dismissed for failure to state a claim. And then you have a case with us with Fed 2. 8 people out of the 10, for obvious reasons, have been.
Good night, Phil.
Not just for failure to state a claim, but with prejudice, which means they can't sue again for the same things.
Robbie and Scott
brought up in Fed 2. Okay, so that's a big deal. It's a very big deal to get that dismissed with prejudice.
Okay,
and what?
Somebody said they could. Can they hear somebody in the background?
It's Robbie and Scott's combo.
Me on the phone.
It's actually Scott talking to Robbie.
I'm sorry, my voice carries. And I was whispering.
But anyway.
Kendra just told me to go suck a plum.
Gabe, go suck a watermelon.
Fuck.
Are you kidding me?
Text me that. Go suck a plum.
She just text that to you?
Yeah. Yeah. What is that? Is that a California thing or something?
Go suck a plum.
Hello, Doreen.
Oh my god.
All right, back to what you were saying, Lisa.
I guess it's better than sucking a grape.
Anyway, so that's what's going on now. We all know. I know Rich has gone over because he got a couple lives of what he filed with his motion to dismiss. We have not gone over that yet. I'm not going to go over that unless Rich comes on to do that. And I have not talked to Rich in the past couple of days. I've been kind of busy.
Well, Rich has been kind of busy.
Yeah.
I get like 5 or 6 of his videos every day.
He did a short that I thought was hilarious with the song from George by Jeremy or whatever that was. I thought that was pretty funny. I'm sorry, it was funny. But Anyhow, so that's pretty much it as far as I know of the court happenings. Um, Obviously, it was just brought up last week, so it's really weird how the case sat since what? November, and nothing had happened, and all of a sudden Shockett asked for a hearing. And so they said, okay, well, let's do this. So let's do this hearing. You want to go for me for a vexatious litigant? Let me show you who the vexatious litigant really is, and let's have a hearing. So that's what happened, and that's what was filed. And also, the safe harbor letter was put into effect and asked for sanctions. So good luck, Megan and Doug, because most of whatever's involved in this Leslie and Hale's case,
shame on you.
It's going to get dismissed, and they're going to have to pay sanctions. One thing may go to summary judgment, but the rest of it, yeah, no. And we warned them. I did. I know I did. Remember TikTok? But they don't seem to think that they'll be held accountable for anything. And maybe when Megan gets, her next service.
Remember that part? Remember that part in John Wick? TikTok, Mr. Wick. TikTok.
So, so there's all that. All right. So no more drama on the Hale Saga side. It's over. Not for tonight so far, anyway, unless somebody brings something up.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with my toe?
It's done. What's wrong with your toe? What are you talking about?
She keeps texting me really goofy stuff.
Kendra's messing with Gabe.
What did you say?
Oh, is that who texted you to go suck a plum?
Said nothing. What's wrong with your toe?
I don't know. You tell me my toes are weird.
I didn't say Kendra, look at all the bullshit you're starting with him right now. I said nothing about your toe. I don't know what you're talking about when it comes to your toe.
You told everybody the other day.
You did, actually.
No, I didn't.
You said Lisa has a problem with my feet, and I said because his toes bend the opposite way.
Oh my goodness.
He's cracking up because he's messing with you. Look, he's rubbing his toe.
No, I'm hiding my toes.
Nobody can see but me.
Well, I understand that, but still.
And you have socks on.
Yeah, how often do you talk about?
Oh my God.
Yeah, because you're making me get a complex here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Just my feelings are a little bit.
Oh, please, you're fine.
You don't understand, Kendra. I'm really self-conscious about my feet.
Oh, shut up. I was the one that was told I have long, bony toes.
She was, actually.
I've had PTSD since I was 16 about that rude comment.
She was. One of my siblings, who actually has the worst feet, used to mess with her about it all the time. Because it's like the only thing she could. But Kendra's toes are fine. She's got my mother's side of the family's nails and feet and hands and feet. It's a good thing. It's the one who is harassing her who has the worst toes. So, yeah. That's how.
Are they praying for my feet?
No, that's hardly great.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I didn't know.
Gabriel.
Sorry. You're talking about my feet, how ugly they are, and then there are people in the chat. I see.
We were not talking about that. You were. Hi, Patty.
You're being very self-involved right now. Relax.
Huh?
Charbel said prayers for you now.
For my feet?
Yeah. Prayers for Gabe.
Not for my feet.
Well, now you're now getting prayers for Charbel.
Now you're just getting prayers in general because you need them.
Yeah.
Gabe, go hit the vape.
You're overly worried about your feet.
No, I just got some new stuff, and it's a little potent.
Potent?
That just means you need more.
No, he's good.
Let it take your worries away.
Kendra has you paranoid.
Now
everybody thinks Kendra has you paranoid.
Kendra can't break me.
Who said anything about breaking you?
Oh my goodness. Potent.
Imagine being in text conversation with Gabe all day long and the bullshit we sling at each other.
Oh yeah, I could talk to her all day.
And he has.
Gabe, hit the babe. We like sleep talking. Does Tammy get images of people and reading cards? Tammy? Huh?
Fucking horsefly,
What? Where?
right there.
Ooh.
Yeah, those aren't nice.
Yeah, you got to get that out of
That's
here.
a big one too.
Okay. You need to get that out of
I'm
here.
going to get him out of here.
Do I need
Catch
to get
it.
away? Do I need to get
I'm not
away?
catching it.
It's gonna fly. It's
Let's
gonna.
not move.
Where do you want me to go?
I got him.
Where is
Okay.
he?
He's right here.
All right,
no,
we've
you
killed an
George.
insect.
He's dead.
That was a
George
big
was just curious.
Yeah, I'm not getting bit by that dude.
He wanted to see Gabe's feet.
He was probably going to land on his big toe.
Man, remember when we'd swim in the lakes, man? The horse flies like even in pools, they like to fly around your head. Yeah, they bite. They don't.
Now I'm
hurt,
getting
man.
itchy.
Robbie and I both dealt with horse flies today.
Horse flies
One
suck.
got me right in the center of the back.
I wish the courts would make it so Germ couldn't access any social media platforms and no dating platforms. That would be one more bad apple off the internet. Well, Turkey, the courts can make it so that he has to get permission to file more lawsuits. That's why when you're trying to make sure that someone gets deemed a vexatious litigant, so they just can't keep doing this to people for content for YouTube. So that's one reason. Anyway, and trying to destroy lives, because I mean he said it numerous times.
That's right.
Um,
Frozen, I sure did.
what?
Got the predator.
Yes, he
Fly.
did.
It's
Yeah.
like this.
Oh, big bad Gabe got the little
Right,
buggy.
baby, you know it.
Mm.
God, man,
You okay?
yeah,
You sorry?
yeah.
Oh,
It's got to be the Terps in it.
the Terps. Now it's all about the Terps.
Well, yeah, I've been asking about it. I was, so yeah.
Let's see. So, anyhow, if the motion is granted, yes, he might have to get permission to file more lawsuits. So, but I mean, we've heard of people that have sued like hundreds of people that have been deemed vexatious.
Some people make it that it's like a job.
Their job, yeah.
It's their job. That's how they make a living. Suing people.
Yeah. So, either it's going to, because Leslie's not going to be deemed a vexatious litigant. There's no reason. There's no factual proof of a court throwing any of her cases out. But as far as Germ goes, there is, and it's all within the past 6-7 months. So, I mean, we'll see what they do. I don't know how many you have to. Actually, I think it's 5. I think it was 5. 5 cases to prove a vexatious litigant, and Scott, I mean, he got it all in one case actually. So anyhow, we'll see what happens. But that is the motions that were filed plus the sanctions on Friday, and I can tell you right now, Leslie had no clue it was Tug's birthday. That was just a coinky dink. But yeah, so that's probably what he was referencing to over the entire weekend. But I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was having too much fun over here because we had a lot of fun. JLR sued hundreds, and every one of them were thrown out, and he's not allowed to sue anyone else. Yeah, and that's just it. How long did it take for them or someone to put a motion in to deem him a vexatious litigant? I don't know. So I mean, the hundreds. So we don't know. We have no idea. But what I can tell you is Orange County doesn't seem to play. So.
Well, can you be? I mean, really, the only is only if somebody makes an issue out of it.
Right.
If you can just keep suing people, I don't think they really take a look at it.
Yeah.
That much, unless somebody says something and says, "Look, this guy's been suing all these people."
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what court that was in that may have deemed him JLR, vexed litigant, or how long it took to do that. Um, but you know, they, they don't play, and Leslie's not playing. Germ sure as hell wasn't trying to deem her one, and all she did was file one thing against him, and she dropped it because they were harassing her, and used her family in which to do that. And but that Monday morning, it was over a weekend, and because she can use Pacer overnight, and like literally like file something or not. Right now, if she filed something at this very minute, it will show in 2 minutes. So on the docket. So she actually dismissed her case. She voluntarily dismissed it because she just didn't want to deal with Hales or him trying to harass her using her family or extorting her, whatever it was. She did not want to deal with it anymore. And it was when you're in a lawsuit with someone, it can take years sometimes. And she just did not want to deal with this. And he tried to, blackmail her and extort her. And he threatened her that if she didn't do something by a certain time, he was going to file. And sure enough, he did. So, and she's got proof of that. I've seen part of that proof. So, let them walk into court and she'll tell them exactly why she dismissed the case. And, you're allowed to do that. Lawyers do that all the time. Cases settle before going to court sometimes. Y'all know that. So, there's no case that a judge has deemed a case that she filed dismissal based on merit. So, he can't prove that. So, why he's just filing shit to inundate the courts with paperwork. He's done it in every case so far that we've seen.
Good night, Tricky.
So, good night, Tricky. So now, what did Sylvie say? All right, so we're going to get to why I was at court yesterday.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da, da, da.
Dun, dun, dun.
Creeper update. Creeper. Y'all know the creeper? The guy who I supposedly... Oops, sorry.
Hello?
Yeah.
Excuse?
That was the bug guy. It's the bug guy who gave screaming in the back.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's all kinds of misty out there.
Yeah, breathe in the chemicals. Good idea.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Breathe in, breathe out.
I should close the garage door for a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Hold on.
It's a little bit
probably.
late for that.
I gotta mute. for the
Also,
glass.
probably that true, too. Oh my God, so much happens at once all the time over there.
It's nothing new.
I know, it's just the way that it is.
Well, I'm guessing it's going to be pretty quiet here for a bit. So, all right. So the creeper, who 3 years ago, I guess it's 3 years now. Yeah, 3 years ago, he's my neighbor across the street, and he was dating a girl who y'all know is Squat Punk, and everything was fine, great. We're all friends. Kim Chess, are you here?
Those
Yeah,
peanut
she's here.
butter, really good.
Did you just have another one? You should
had,
heat it up, actually.
I know. Those are good.
So anyway,
That's it.
Yep, there she is. She's there. So basically, what happened is they got into their fight, fight of theirs or whatever, and so she was hanging over here, and he just started throwing fits, tantrum after tantrum after tantrum. Started throwing shit at my house because she was here, arguing, the screaming, the bantering. Finally, I ended up saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" because it just got too much. Kim Chess is a witness to one of those nights where he came over and like threatening to involve her children, and she can verify that right there. But anyway, it got worse, and then Sweet Cheeks, we learned to ignore it a little bit, dealing with them, because they are neighbors, right? And then Sweet Cheeks comes in. And some of you may have been here, might remember, called him the creeper. why is this guy creeping, stalking our garage? Next thing you know, we had cops there. Remember, Robbie, that was the night that you were on the live and you knew the
Yep.
sheriff that was there? Yeah.
How
So-
long? How long?
Yeah.
Okay. How long did it take for me? Like, I wouldn't say I let you guys do all the whole verbal back and forth
Yeah.
and other stuff. I just stayed out of it. I just stayed out for a long
Yeah, Gabe
time.
was.
I just went to
any of it.
work. He would mumble stuff. I would just try to ignore him, just get
Yeah.
in the truck and go.
That's
down
Yeah.
the street.
right.
Yeah.
And so I just.
So when he was acting like that, we showed little shorts. You know, if we weren't doing any kind of bad neighbor series or anything like what Jeremy does. We were just showing this crazy ass guy across the street. That was on my cameras.
Yeah,
So,
that's crazy. I'm just going to give you a description, okay? Okay, this guy. Okay, how long were we here for? Maybe a month. And we're looking out.
oh,
I'm looking out. I'm outside. This is probably. I got up. No, that's right. I got up and smoked a cigarette. And I went on the porch. And this is probably. You were still live. Was it you? No. It was you. Didn't have a YouTube channel then, did you?
no, I did.
You did.
Yeah.
But I came out and smoked. I don't know if the garage door was open, but he was out there at 2:30 in the morning, weeding his garden with a spotlight on his head, with a guitar strapped to his back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
He was high
at
as a kite.
2:30 in the morning, I was like, this guy is either a really dedicated musician and landscaper, or he's on some kind of really messed up shit.
Yeah. And then, like, obviously, and that was like when we first
got
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That
And
dude,
at first, when I saw him,
Holy
because we saw
crap.
him on the patio when we were sitting on our patio, and he's standing out there playing guitar, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. Right on. You know, late night person, musician. That's cool.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
At
And,
first, yeah.
so, you know, that was fine until he came over and started talking to us, and it was just like this hyper, constant, won't shut up.
I remember when
Yeah.
he came over and visited, I said, I can only take that dude in
Yeah,
doses.
yeah,
Only
it was
in
too much.
doses.
But it was fine. It was fine.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
he came at you like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, but still, and he does that with everybody. But it was fine. Still, it was
You
fine.
think I'm fast?
Yeah. No, you're nothing like that. My God, the guy was tweaking. So, and is always tweaking. But then when he started seeing Squat Pump, and they got into their first tip, that just changed everything.
Oh, yeah.
And so he would come over and start problems. He would stalk my patio to see if she was there. He'd yell and scream things all the time. He always yells and screams stuff, and we usually ignore it until we don't.
We ignored it for a long time.
Yeah. Until we don't. And then what happened was there wasn't even a problem going on. He left a note for Jeannie Squat Pump on her mother's car. Okay. And her mother at 1:30 in the morning, because she, wakes up in the middle of the night, she was walking her dog. And, it's safe here to do that. So most of us think.
Yeah.
Right. And she saw this note on her car. So she took it and she had it in her hands and she's walking the dog. All of a sudden, his name's Billy. Okay. He went up behind her, scared the crap out of her, and started choking her to get the note out of her hands, because she had this thing in her hand and she put her hands up to her neck, and he starts choking her to get her to let it go. And she's like freaking out and petrified that she was so scared to go home, and she was kind of right in front of her house.
Well, when she would come out for like the first 2 weeks, she would, if I saw her going over there, she saw me on the porch, she would ask me to walk her, either walk her or watch her walk.
3 houses away. 3 houses away.
Yeah, yeah.
And so what she ended up doing that night was, this was like 1:30 in the morning. She walked behind the houses and came up along the side of my house, because Jeannie and I was sitting on the porch. And she comes over and she's hysterical and freaking out. And then next thing you know, Jeannie goes outside and she's hugging her mother. Here comes Billy across the street. I'm still on the patio.
And you never did it when I was awake.
No, Dave was sleeping. And so he comes up, goes right in, as Jeannie's hugging her mother, goes right into her mother's face, like literally like taking his finger and pointing at her eyeball and screaming at her. And I stood up and I went out and I told him to get the fuck out of here. And that was the one thing.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't see
and from that incident
was
was where we were told
that
to put
graphic. Was it really?
Oh my
shit.
God, yeah. So from that incident was where we had the officer, the same officer that came over and spoke on the live that night when Sweet Cheeks was here, Robbie, the one that you know. The same one came over, and he's the one who told me to get cameras and where to put them. So I did. And then like there was more incidents where the cop knew I had the cameras, came over to ask me so he could look at the cameras. Okay, fine. And did. And then the next incident, so he ended up getting arrested for that. And not that day, but like 3 or 4 days later.
Oh,
For going after her mother, and which is she was 87 at the time.
Well, he was
Elder abuse.
He was on the run for a little bit.
Yeah.
He was on the run. He had a warrant. They went to his house a couple times.
Yeah, he was hiding. He was hiding.
He was hiding out.
Yeah. So, so that was the first arrest here, anyway, in the Villages, because he's got other stuff on his record. But so that was an arrest for battery. It's a felony arrest for battery of a woman, of an elderly person over 65 years of age. Then, not long afterwards, because Jeannie wasn't talking to him, Jeannie was walking down to the store, and he had come up behind her and like bear hugged her and wouldn't let her go, and got her down to the ground. So, and she freaked out and was a whole big to do. That wasn't anywhere near her. It was by the corner over here.
Yeah.
And so he
did it at night.
And he did it at night.
While
and,
she was sitting on the bench.
Yeah. And so he got
Stuck up
arrested.
right behind her and fucking got. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Who can defend this guy?
Yeah. Megan and Tut. And somehow I had everything to do with having him arrested for these things. So he ended up getting arrested for that. He ended up getting on probation, and then he's not supposed to have any contact with her mother or her. He did, and he got arrested for violating that probation, right? Because he was texting her on the phone, and all the probation officer did was look at his phone, saw that he was texting her, and he immediately got thrown in there into jail for violating probation. So that's that. And now this coming March that just passed, he literally, while I was live, some of you might remember Jeannie coming over during that. It was like towards the end of one of my shows where we were doing the giveaways.
And I was sleeping.
And Gabe was sleeping again. And Jeannie came over, and her uncle, because her uncle lives directly across the street from me, and that's where she was. Billy kept going in and out of her house, and you could see, you could see he's like angrily pacing and going back and forth between houses. And because we looked at our camera, right? And my cameras turn on anytime there's movement. So if something goes on outside the home, like right outside, it's going to switch on and start recording. And that's what it does, right? So while I was live, Jeannie comes over, and my other neighbor was out there with her, and she's like crying, and she's like, "He just choked me. He threw me up against the wall." I said, "Excuse me, what?" I was on with Tammy.
She had a busted lip too.
Yeah, she had a busted lip, and so I muted, and she told me what happened. Jeannie doesn't like to get people in trouble as much as, you guys know all about the story. She really doesn't. She didn't want to call the cops. She didn't want to do nothing, but she was pissed. She was mad. She had a busted lip on the side. I took pictures of her. She had marks on her neck because he choked her. What he did was he took her, slammed her up against the wall, started choking her, and punched her in the face. And her uncle saw this. Okay.
And he's disabled. So he couldn't do anything to stop it. She was trying to say, stop, no, don't do nothing, because she doesn't want to get in trouble, right? So, and I didn't call. She didn't want me to call. So we did it.
So I did. Well, you were sleeping, right? So I watched the cameras all night long. I was backstage for quite a few hours afterwards. It wasn't just me. We watched the cameras to make sure it was quiet outside. We didn't see him. We didn't see her. And then I told Gabe what happened the next day. So you had seen Billy within like 2 or 3 days from that. And Billy started yelling at Gabe. And Gabe turned around and said to him, he goes, "Look, you want to start hitting women? Why don't you come hit me?" And, they had words because, they just did.
No, I called him out.
You did. You called him out.
So then a couple minutes later, I just walked back.
Right.
I just went to the end of my driveway.
Right. So that happened on a Saturday, right? When he attacked her. It was the following Saturday that he called because Jeannie kept coming over here and he's getting all agitated and he's like, I don't give you this, that, whatever. So he goes to try and say that he's going to have Gabe arrested for threatening him when you said to him, why don't you come hit me? Right? So he called the cops on Gabe that day.
Well, this is 4 days later.
4 days after you said that, but a week after he actually attacked her.
Yeah.
Right? So it was Saturday to Saturday. So we're all sitting outside and the police show up. and Jeannie's like, oh my God. Like, she doesn't want anybody getting arrested or anything, you know. So what happened was he goes in, the cops go and talk to Billy. They come over to here to ask Gabe his side of the story. He goes, what side? What do you mean?
He goes, what's your side of the story? I'm like, what do you mean my side of the story? He goes, you threatened him? I said, yeah, a few days ago I kind of did. He goes, well, what'd you say? He goes, why'd you threaten him? I said, well, did he tell you that he beat the shit out of his girlfriend prior that day I threatened him? And he goes, oh, he didn't mention that part. They never do. So yeah, he turned around, he walked back across the street.
He talked to Jeannie.
Came back.
Talked to me because I had the pictures and I gave him the pictures.
The street,
and then I said, then I said, here's the thing. Her uncle saw it. Go talk to her uncle.
Yeah.
That's what they did. That sealed the deal. So they went right over to Billy and arrested him. And he got arrested on March 14th. And so he got bonded out, which blew my mind, for $1,000.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about, when we just went.
Yeah. So he was bonded out for $1,000. He got out. His daddy paid for him to get out. That's when Jeremy said he has a witness. You know, my neighbor, got the interview thing, and he couldn't show up. The reason why he couldn't show up was because he was in jail. He didn't get out till that Monday morning. So that's why he didn't appear on Jeremy's live. But Jeremy found out what happened because he was listening to my live Saturday night. I told everybody. So anyhow, so he gets bonded out, and with that bond, he had to pay $1,000. Plus, he was supposed to stay 500 feet away from Jeannie. They can't, protection order. Can't go anywhere near her. Can't contact her via himself, third party, whatever. Now you have to remember they live right next door to each other, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's obviously hard. So he had his friend come over, the shaman. And
try to cast spells on my truck.
Yeah, he was trying to cast spells on the house and the truck. And but he would try to talk to Jeannie for Billy. And Jeannie's a very nice person. She tries to be very forgiving and whatever. And so she just, would let it go and whatnot. But then what happened was he started like going to her window.
Yeah.
And then he started throwing rocks at her and stuff. And he would still act like a dick to her. But she wasn't sitting down having conversations with him, but he was still trying to contact her.
He was trying to get her attention.
Yeah, he was trying to get her attention. And what ended up happening one day was he was throwing the rocks at her, and she was getting madder and madder. And she was just like, that's it. And then he started talking out of his garage and saying how he's going to kill us all.
Oh, no, I went over there to Jeannie's house, her uncle's, and we were walking down the driveway. He goes, I'll destroy and I'll kill all you motherfuckers.
Yeah. So Jeannie got mad, and Jeannie called the cops herself, and she goes, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with this. So the cops came over. They came over and asked to talk to Gabe because Gabe had heard him say that. And they immediately arrested him for violating the condition of his release on the bond. So he's been in jail again since the 18th of April. So he's had.
So what happened yesterday?
So what happened yesterday? I'm explaining it so everybody knows what's gone on, because if you listen to Megan and Tug, they have no fucking clue what they're talking about, and they're changing up the actual video footage that show. So
we go to court yesterday.
So yesterday he was supposed to have a hearing on the 13th, which changed to the 15th, and then the 18th. Now he's got the original battery charge, plus the violating the release. Okay. So the bond he had already had, but he broke it. So we didn't know what was going on. So there's a little bit of confusion yesterday. So we were there at 9:00 in the morning. in case Jeannie wanted to speak to the judge or anything. And Gabe was a witness to that, the conditional release. I was a witness to the actual battery. So we were all there. And it turned out they ended up speaking with the state attorney's office because the hearing they changed it to 3:00. So we had to go back to the courthouse at 3. And when we did, they had talked. The state attorney had talked to Jeannie. Jeannie was going to talk to the judge, but what ended up happening was they said that they're probably going to give him another bond, right?
But I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
it
Really?
made no sense. Like he just he broke the conditions of the bond, so it made no sense.
And he was like, he
Couldn't understand it either, the state attorney. But what they said was he was going to get a bond plus get an ankle bracelet, a GPS.
monitoring.
And he
couldn't live at his dad's house.
Yeah, he could no longer live at his dad's house. So he had to find somewhere else to live and not go anywhere near this area. And he has to obviously still stay away from Gina.
And he's got a tracking monitor on
It's a tracking monitor on him. So, we're kind of like, all right, what are we going to do?
Well, he's going to, I'm like, that's basically setting himself up to fail. That's what they're
pretty
doing.
much. That's what they said.
Setting himself up so he'll fail
Yeah.
again. Because that's what he said. He's done this 3 times.
Yeah, because
gonna
what
do
it
it
is
again.
he's okay for the first week or 2, and then he'll try and do something. That's exactly what happened when he violated probation
Right,
and then
so-
violated the conditional release.
So
Like, all right, well, I guess he's gonna do that again.
but at least he won't be around us.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be around us, and if we see him, we can call because he's not allowed to even be on this block anywhere near here. So, okay, I guess what are we gonna do? We can't argue with the judge, right?
Yeah.
So we ended up not even talking to the judge or going up there, and we actually left before the hearing was over. So,
But in the process, they had a meeting because they turned that
the white
static,
noise on.
the
Yeah,
white noise on.
they were conferring at the judge's desk.
Yeah,
Bench.
The 2 attorneys.
right.
So the white noise was on. You couldn't hear nothing, and that's what they had discussed. So we were brought out and to discuss that to see if she was okay with that. She wasn't, but like I said, what were we going to do? So we decided to leave. That was what the end of the case was going to be. So we expected him to get out
Yeah.
yesterday, and he didn't. So I contacted the sheriff's department and the jail to find out what was going on, and it turns out the bond was given on the battery, which he was already bonded out on.
Right.
Originally, the bond was $1,000. Now that bond is showing $2,500. And then for the conditional release, it shows 0 bond.
Yeah. So they didn't realize at the time when they granted the bond, they didn't see that other case that
Yeah.
he had already broken the bond.
Right.
So they put that as no bond. So he's
Right.
stuck there.
So last night, even the sheriffs were like, okay, something's wrong here. He was like, I said, well, he had a hearing today, and that's what it said. He goes, well, it does say that there's a GPS hold, but no one's going to be putting a GPS hold on him until this other charge has a bond, because he can't get out if he doesn't have a bond on this other charge. So it may have been a clerk mix-up or whatever. So they had to
They
figure
didn't
out.
see it at first.
Yeah, so
didn't
they had to-
understand. Yeah. So.
They had to figure
Not
out.
only
what's-
that, but he also has to have a confirmed new resident
Right,
that the courts will agree to,
right.
where he can
And
reside.
yeah,
If he doesn't
have an
have one,
idea
then
where
he's
he's
screwed.
go. We kind of have an idea where he's going to go, but that person lives literally down the road, just like 2 miles, maybe.
Yeah, and I
3?
think that might be
It's too close.
So
Yep.
I think, like you said,
Yeah.
his buddy.
Yeah. So, and his father was there, so we saw him, and he saw us there because the attorney had said the victim is here to speak if you want to hear from her, and he turned around and saw all of us there, which
And I can almost guarantee, and that was good that we were all there.
I think so too, because otherwise
He
they
probably
wouldn't have asked any questions.
and then he probably would have been bonded out
Yeah, and he
on a
could have been-
regular
Oh
bond.
yeah,
and
yeah.
It would have been starting all this crap all over again.
Yeah.
So,
But they did end up catching it.
yeah.
The actual jail did.
Yeah.
Because they have to, we need to know, could he be released on this? They're the ones that caught it.
Yeah.
So they said to call back today.
That's gotta suck, man.
Yeah.
You get
So he
all the
thought
way
he was
down,
getting out.
getting ready to get your belongings, and
Yeah.
you don't get released.
Yeah. Well, he
That
still had to pay the
sucks.
bond. bond had gone up.
Oh, yeah, but that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
You think you're getting out, you know.
It was probably brought
you get
down.
sent back
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So, when I
Not
spoke-
for those who deserve it. It doesn't suck at
No,
all.
you're right. No,
Right,
you're
right.
absolutely right. You're right. But I'm just talking about the feeling.
Yeah.
It sucks.
So that's what I was told last night. So, to call the clerk, tomorrow and, see if anything had changed. They're probably going to fix it. But he will not be getting out last night. And, because Jeannie wants to know. She wants to know, is he getting out or not? She wants to be.
Well, yeah, because it's her safety.
Yeah. So, anyhow, that was rough for her yesterday, especially when they walked in.
You told them where she went?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But that was rough for her yesterday because when she saw his father there, she started getting really upset. And so Gabe and I kind of sat on either side of her, and I just said, you got this. You got this. She had a victim's advocate there with her. And she did very well.
Yeah.
She did very well. But even though she didn't end up speaking in the long run, she did very well with the state attorney. She did very well, and she was glad it was over with.
I think the other thing can wait.
No, it's all right.
No.
It's all right. It's all right. I already talked to you. It's all right. It's all right.
You sure?
Yes. I'm not gonna say much about it.
Okay.
So here we are today, and Jeannie's making changes, and as hard as it was to deal with all this, she decided to go to get some treatment and help for herself. So this morning, hold on, I knew I was going to cry.
Oh.
It's a good thing. It's not
It's
a
a
sad
good thing.
thing.
Those are happy tears.
Yeah, it's a good thing. We made arrangements, and her mom was here, and you know what? Gabe couldn't handle it. You took off.
No, you know what it was? It was funny because I started laughing because at first she was kind of fighting a little bit.
Yeah, she was fighting
And
her
you're like,
decision.
this is where
it was hard.
This is what Gabe needed to stay here.
Yeah, even her mother was like, "Where's Gabe?" Because we wanted to make sure, because Gabe would have been more.
Get your fucking ass in the car.
Yeah. And I actually had to be a little like that, just a little bit. But it was hard. It was hard to watch her fight that moment. And but anyway, she went. She got out of the car and she went. And I
didn't want to be here.
I was able to text her, and I've talked to her since she's been there. They let me know when she got there because they actually came and picked her up. And she feels like she's really far away, but she's not. I told her she's only a phone call away, a 45-minute ride.
That's why I didn't want to stay.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid she was going to fight it, and I was going to have to be a real asshole before she left, and I didn't want her.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I left.
So she's working on herself now that she was able to get past some of this that was really freaking her out. So anyhow, so that happened. That was today. And right before I went live, I ended up calling to make sure, like, what's the situation with him? Is he getting out? Is he not? Did they figure out what happened? And the person I spoke with, the deputy, asked me to call him back. So literally I called him back like 15 minutes before going live. And the reality is, no, he does not have a bond on the conditional release. He will not be getting out as of right now. It shows that he will not be getting out until he goes to court, to trial. So that is the entire Creeper update and an update on Jeannie as well. So if we could all just say some prayers for
say
Jeannie.
some prayers for Jeannie. Keep her strong and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because she's fighting. This is a tough battle for her.
Yeah. And there's a lot more to the story.
And she'll get other help in there, just other than what she's going in there for. She'll get therapy. She'll talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll talk about the abuse with Bill. I'm sure she'll talk about all that. So
Megan and Tugger are on some kind of tangent, and they're trying to go after her because of another situation, and
that does not matter.
Exactly, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
But what people don't realize is Bill's tied to this other situation, and nobody knows that story yet. And that's Jeannie's story to tell. Even though she's given me permission to tell that story, I'm
It's
going to
just
wait a bit on it.
not our story, Lisa.
Exactly. And if she's
Right.
not here, I don't want to talk about it because she was here when she wanted it. But I think when she comes out, if she wants to tell that part of her story, because the case is still open, so she would have to be careful anyway. When she has,
It's a lot worse than being
herself.
domestic violence.
Exactly.
It's more domestic violence, and it's
the worst of the worst of domestic
And what you
violence.
Yeah.
know, Jeannie's usually had a couple of drinks when she's been over here.
Yeah. So
Live. So when she gets out, she's more clear-headed.
exactly, she'll have a
Yeah.
better head about herself and
Yeah.
whether she wants to say anything at all.
Right.
But right now she has to.
And as
focus
far
on
as Tug and whatever her name is, they're absolutely disgusting people. If they knew a quarter of what
They're what?
happened to Nene, they're disgusting
Went out,
people.
Robbie. I didn't hear you.
He said, Tug and that stupid bimbo, if they actually knew a quarter of the story,
Yeah. They don't know the fucking thing.
Yeah.
But
they don't know anything. They're
They
just
don't know.
making shit up as they go along.
yeah.
And trying to turn that situation into something about me.
Because they got a few body cams and
Yeah.
some FOIA requests, they know the whole freaking story.
They know
Really?
nothing.
There's
They
a
know
lot of
nothing.
intimate shit going on here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Um,
more that wasn't written down
Just a lot more than a
than
couple
what
of
is.
videos and FOIA. It's a lot. It goes deeper than that.
One thing I can, in regards to the creeper, one of the events that took place here, that I witnessed, is he was on my patio.
Oh
One
man. I know.
I could tell this story. I've already actually,
Yeah.
I kind of mentioned it. This was a year and a half, 2 years ago.
About 2 years. ago.
Another fight of theirs. Jeannie was in my kitchen. I had come out of the bathroom, and I have a front window that faces my patio, and I see him standing on my patio doing something. And as I got closer to the window, there's a bowl of soup. His father makes soup, this chicken soup or something, and he brought
Hey,
Jeannie.
we'll be right back. We're gonna go check on the lemurs and the concrete slab we laid.
Okay, all
All
right.
right.
So I come walking towards the front window to the door to the patio, and I see him, and I screamed at him to get the fuck out of my patio. What the hell are you doing? I screamed so loud that I scared Jeannie, and I scared him, and whatever he had in his hands went flying. But what happened was he had taken something out of a pill bottle and dropped it into the soup, and it looked like it was white. It looked like a sugar cube. I know it wasn't a sugar cube, but he'd already dropped one in, and he was trying to get one out of the pill with his finger, a pill bottle with his finger, as I screamed, and the bottle cap went flying and everything, and he kind of like froze. And I opened the door. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Blah blah blah. And I screamed, and he actually stuttered off. And I grabbed Jeannie. I said, "Jeannie, whatever is in that bowl," I said, "don't you dare take that." I said, "Go dump that, bring it back to me. I don't give a shit. Don't you dare touch that soup. You just put something in it. I don't know what it was, but I don't know of anybody who drops sugar cubes into soup." You know what I'm saying? It was not sugar cubes. I'm telling you, but it was that much of a white,
Probably crystal meth.
yeah. So, and all I can tell you is that to me was him trying to drug her. He tried to say that she was on drugs, and she was not. She just drank.
And that is, how long has he been doing that?
That's the question.
Because she drinks, put stuff in her drink. She's passed out.
She drinks sometimes to a blackout point.
Yeah.
And
he takes advantage.
And
of
I
her.
think I know he did that one day. He tried to. Yeah. I saw it, but what it was, I couldn't tell you. But I know it wasn't normal. And there's a situation that it looks like same shit has happened, and it involves him and his friends. And I think that was done to her a lot.
Yeah.
I absolutely do. Acid on a sugar cube is
this guy across the street is on so many different websites where they're not even dating apps. They're just the people that have sex. That's it. Meet up and have sex. Prostitutes. It don't matter. He's on all these websites. So he's a I get people want to be kinky and get all freaky, but that's just mental stuff.
And he's high as a kite all the time.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, day in, day out, it doesn't matter what day it is. But sometimes people want you to join them.
I actually think he would like to sleep with dead people. Because if he's drugging her and making her pass out,
well,
maybe there's people that like that kind of shit.
He's weird.
People that
he's
are just
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, just pure disgusting.
And the other situation involves more disgusting shit. With his friend, actually his known dealer. So I really truly believe that he's done that to her on more than one occasion.
He's been doing it for the last three and a half years.
3 years, yeah.
So
yeah. So it's more involved than anybody knows. There's a lot going on as far as the investigation goes, and it's not even a guess. It's not even in a thought. There's actually been tests done.
So there's scientific, medical, forensic testing all done, all completed, and y'all will.
So there's a lot more involved, and when Jeannie's ready to tell her side of the story, or if she wants to, she doesn't have to. Sometimes telling things, helps you get it out and helps you discuss. But whether Jeannie's going to be at that point or not, I don't know. She was, but she's not in the right mind right now, as far as what's best for her. So when she's able to, if she wants to, we'll discuss it, because the reality is mental health is real. And here we believe in protecting people and making sure that they're safe regardless of what others think. And it's very important to make sure people are okay. And I just wanted to give you guys an update of what's going on with all that. And that's as much as I can tell you for now. So we're trying to help pick up the pieces. There's a lot of picking up pieces going on and life-changing happening. And, not just with me or the channel or our lives, but a lot of people whose lives surround us that you've heard and about from us and become friendly with, even with a lot of you guys too. So thank you. Prayers, if you guys can send some prayers up.
And the thing is, she's definitely missed.
Oh my God!
Definitely, the street, our block is not the same.
It's so quiet right now. It's
ridiculous. Not the same without her.
Quiet. If my dog is going on.
Ray's listening. Sweet Cheeks is listening. A couple of people that were here that are listening know. or okay, let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do. As a matter of fact, when she was actually on the car ride there, and she was texting me. She said, "All right, Lisa, we just got here." I said, "All right." She goes, "Let's do this," and I started laughing. She had a lot of stuff that she did today. I spoke to her tonight, and it's hard. She doesn't want to be there, but she's there. And what happened? Kendra popped into a different.
I sure will, Christine.
There you go. Jules is missing. Our Jules is sitting outside just looking around.
Jules looks across the street. In the mornings.
So it's weird not to hear her at some point.
Definitely. You can see. The street's not.
Because she always comes over every day. Hi. So she's already missed, and she wasn't gone that long. So and I told her, I said, look, you're not missing anything. I said, I just made some what I make for tuna for lunch. I said, I just made some tuna. Gabe's on the patio. I'm in here setting up my live. I said, nothing's changed, honey. You're not missing nothing. Don't worry. You work on you. I said, I'm a phone call away. I said, well, I'm 45 minutes away. I said, and we'll come down there. She's like, I love you. So but she's definitely missed. So, and I'm so glad that she's done this today and taken this opportunity because I lost a friend once. Her name was Rhonda, and oh my God, she was funny, so smart, talented. She used to play the banjo, and I used to call her my little redneck woman. And she had a very similar issue.
She was outgoing and
She's
flamboyant.
very outgoing, flamboyant, had a lot of fun. She loved my brother, um, and she used to drink, and it got to the point where I saw her 2 weeks before she passed, and she left behind two children, a son who was 22, so he was young, and she was very young. She wasn't even like 42 years old, but she left behind a 12-year-old daughter, and her daughter ended up going to live with a father whom she never knew, and so it was just very very sad. Um, and if you can help yourself or find ways to find help if you're in that situation, I really hope everybody does because it's really hard to. And I don't have personal experience going through that. I just have experience watching others deal with addictions of some sort, and it's not easy. I don't have those type of addictions, but I have like addictions to soda or cigarettes or whatever. To me, that's not the same. Similar, maybe, but not the same. Um, Maybe I'm wrong about that. I just don't feel like I have the experience that they have in dealing so deeply with a lot of. Uh, I've witnessed it. I haven't dealt with that, and I feel really bad about that because I always try to understand where people are coming from, or why people say or do the things that they do. I always try to have an understanding, and no matter what I do, I'm not in their situation. I can only try and help as best I can, and I've done that, as much as I can for people. Um, I just try to be there. So even if it's a little, prayer is just it's a small thing. If you could just send a prayer her way, I would totally appreciate it.
Okay, Lisa. Side note here to stop the
Yeah,
tears for a second.
stop. Take me away. Yeah, for
Why is there two me's on the screen, and why did Robbie
I
lose
don't
his
know.
avatar?
I don't know. You popped in, and I thought you were maybe changing your phone. I have no idea.
No, I only have one phone.
We got double Kendra here.
All right,
um,
that's
yeah.
weird. It's freaking me out.
Sorry, I don't know which one to remove now.
I don't know either.
Yeah. So anyway, so like I said, guys, I don't claim to share the exact experiences, but I've watched a lot of people go through things, and we all have things that we're addicted to. Some are stronger or more um, involved in people's lives than others, and you just never know what someone's dealing with. And your mental health is very important, and I believe mental health there should be a massive awareness for it and not been made to be a joke. And the truth is that YouTube or social media is not a playground for mental health, as much as some of the people saying that statement make it one, and it's not. And I think people have a lot of nerve to make claims or statements like that when they're the ones that are doing things like that and attacking people. So there is part of the truth of, not that
Lisa,
I'm hiding it, but there's that's the creeper update, and that's what's going on with Jeannie at this very moment. Yes, Kendra.
the the bottom one right under you is the one that is blinking when I talk, so you can boot the
Oh,
top
Howard
one.
was the other one. Okay. Uh, why would it let me do that? Hold on. Let me move
I don't
you.
know, but it's being very upsetting for the chat. We need to fix it exponentially.
Okay. Better?
Oh no.
Okay, you should be good now. Talk. Oh shit, Kendra.
Now I can't
Okay,
hear.
okay, you have to. Uh, I
Oh my
now.
God, now Robbie's gone. I see my thing moving, but I cannot hear. Now I've turned into Robbie. What voodoo fuckery is going on?
Kendra. Oh god, shut up, John Cabs.
Great.
Uh, good night, y'all. There's also called junk dreams, and they're also so they call them freebies and recovery. They call freebies and recovery. Good night. Maybe I'll have one. Good night, bearded. Let's see. It's fine now. Don't think we can handle two Kendras. Heads up, Todd. Kendra, pop out and come back. Hold on. Robbie's coming back. I think. Pop out and come back. Oh, now she's back. Okay, hold on. Let me remove and then what? Kendra.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got it. Good.
Okay. There
I'm
was
not
some.
kicking the other one out. You're still here on the other one, but you're not on the stage. You're backstage.
Okay, it's fine. Leave me back
I'm
there.
just gonna leave it alone.
The fuckery is going on, but I'm in no mood.
All right, it just disappeared.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
now it's just you here. It's now it's just you. We're good. We're good.
Good night,
So,
Mike.
any questions for anything that I've discussed so far? October 10th is International Mental Health Day. So, Kendra,
Yeah.
what have you been doing? I feel like I'm blah, 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 blah this whole time.
That's
Uh,
right. Um. Uh. Well, today was big day for me. I went to the dentist.
oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, not really, but
How'd that work out?
I loathe going to the dentist. I just went for regular checkup, x-rays, cleaning, blah blah blah. Everything was fine. My dentist does think it's funny. I know all the numbers of my teeth and like which ones have had issues over time and whatnot.
Right.
And so the hygienist, I was like, she's like, "Do you have any sensitivity anywhere?" I'm like, "Yeah, 18 usually bothers me, and then sometimes 12." And she's like, "Oh my God, you know the numbers?" I'm like,
That's so funny.
"Yes."
18 is
So
bothering me, sometimes 12.
yeah,
That is hilarious. They must love that, though.
they do. And so I mean, it was a nice visit. They did want to take my blood pressure, and I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 hold up. We
We ain't
don't
doing
take the blood pressure until the end of the visit." Then I explained to her, and she looked at me like, "Oh my gosh, I totally get it." She delves into a story about how she tried to go get a rash dealt with, and the doctor wouldn't shut up about all this other stuff. I said, "See, you once they know any other facts, they will not address the issue you're there for." And I'm like, I always tell them, I will gladly talk till the end of the day all you want about the freaking blood pressure, but not until we resolve what I came for, because I'm
right,
not going to be told the reason why my big toe is broken or the poison oak on my leg is related to my blood pressure. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I just need to be treated for what I'm here for, and I will gladly do as many blood pressure checks after we solve it. Also, it gets the doctor in the room a whole hell of a lot faster once the nurse goes out and she's like, "Oh, we got, red flag over there, won't be blood pressure checked." I'm like, "I don't care, gets the doctor in quicker."
right,
And then I just explain, the doctor's like, "Okay." And we usually then get it addressed, and then we can take the blood pressure, and then at which point I'm calmer, my blood pressure goes down, and it's all good. But today she just said to me, "Just tell me a number. I'll just write it down." I said, "Okay." So I did. And then she looked at me and she's like, wow, you're not even lying because that's not a great number. And I said, oh, well, for me it is.
Right? I know when someone says that to me, they're like, "Oh, well, that's a little high," and I'm like, "Actually, no, that's pretty normal." Well,
Right.
I'm like, I'm not your average person. Trust me.
When I was brought into the emergency room last year when I first got sick, and they have me in triage and they're doing the blood pressure, and I look at the numbers and I went, their machine must be broken. And I can remember, like, in slow motion, turning to Gary, like, if you say one motherfucking thing right now about that number is not accurate. And he kind of looked at me like, should I say something? Okay, she's giving me the death stare. I better keep my mouth shut. But I knew in that moment, I was smart enough to realize I'm not well because, and this is why the woman goes, "Oh, you have low blood pressure," and I
Right.
knew I was dying for her to be. I was like, "Dad, this is not good." So then we had to go back out to the waiting room for a second and then pulled back into triage. They had to shift something. So they blood pressure checked me. It went even lower, at which point that caught the nurse and she went, "Oh wait, you're hold on. And your oxygen's going down, you're desat in here. Hold up, put me in a room." So, I was like, "Oh wow. No
Yeah.
wonder I don't feel well."
Yeah.
But when my blood pressure goes to low or quote unquote normal levels, I feel faint. I start to not feel well. That I've been running on such high pressure for so long.
You think
But
that's why?
that's what they've told me. They're like, you steadily grew, you kind of grew with it, and now that's where your body feels like it's okay to function at. So when you take a quick sudden drop to normal, that's actually low for you. Like we need to slowly decline you. And then over the course of my treatments and things last year, I got normal blood pressure back somehow without trying really hard. Um, but unfortunately, it has been climbing back up a little bit. So I'm just trying to ignore it right now
Yeah.
because, a lot's going on outside of my health. So I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. But so anyway, yeah, that was my dentist visit. There you go.
Wow. Well,
Um,
that's my whole explanation of my day.
we had a huge windstorm the last 2 days. We had Santa Ana winds.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
And so big trees. It's so sad to me when it happens. They
Good
fall
night, Judge.
down. It drives me nuts. It's just sad.
I wish it was
Like,
windy here.
oh, but it's the hot Santa Anas.
Yeah.
Like it's like ugh. And now the winds have died down, but down in Simi Valley, a huge 1,000-acre fire broke out, burned down some homes.
Oh wow. Dang.
Hey,
Gotta be careful with those.
Right now, California has PTSD from the Palisades fire still.
Yeah, we gotta hope that nothing like that goes on again this year. Like that's crazy. It's like getting worse every year with these fires. What were you saying?
remember when I used to do that dude across the street when he'd start squawking? I'd take that chicken. Yeah. Oh, that chicken. He hated that chicken. Well, 'cause he would start, like, I would bring the chicken out on the porch and Jules would start playing with it. And it would go, that chicken, that freaking annoying chicken.
Yeah.
And that guy would get so pissed off.
Yeah, he thought the chicken was about him.
Yeah, he thought we were doing it.
So Gabe started using it every time he squawked.
Because Jeannie comes over and I started playing with Jules with it. Jeannie goes, "Do you realize he hates that freaking chicken?" I'm like, "Who hates it?" She goes, "Bill." I'm like, "Oh, that's all I needed to hear." So, yeah.
But yeah, Kendra, like the weather, like today was what is it now? It's 76 now, but it wasn't as hot today. What was it, like 90?
Well, I was out at it today.
Yeah, but like I don't know, like 4 or 5 o'clock, it was like 86 degrees. But I heard it was like almost 105 or something. 103.
Oh God, that's too much peach sweat.
Peach sweat? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, it is.
What's
That's not okay.
peach sweat? Oh, God.
He goes, what's put? And he just stopped.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, okay. It's heat sweat. Oh my
We're supposed to have a. It stormed by Kim said it stormed here most of the day, not by us.
Well, I got rained on a little bit going down south.
Yeah, not here. Did not rain here at all. I was hoping it would. But still, was it more muggy?
No, not really.
Yeah,
No,
it's super
I'm just
hot.
used to it.
It's too early for this.
Supposed to get up to 101 tomorrow.
101?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
God, that's no good.
yeah, no, it's not because it's with the humidity. It's disgusting.
Exactly. I thought
100%
I described it properly.
That's when you get clocker sweat.
Clocker sweat?
Like what those things with the two balls that clock together?
Kabangers.
Yeah.
How you call them clockers?
I go, yeah, clockers.
Clockers.
Yeah.
Ew. It was windy and poured lots of thunder. Yeah, we didn't have any of that. I saw it building, but we didn't get any. I told Gail, I'm like, you better close your windows, but nothing happened. Yeah, see, Patty says it was 97 up in New Hampshire.
Oh wow, that's crazy there.
Isn't it? Clackers.
Clackers.
We called them kabangers. We had bad winds this weekend, but today was perfect. Yeah, those Santa Ana winds can get really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. I remember driving through them. Like there was like those bread trucks.
Isn't it like
Going
not
around and
hot
not-
up in the mountains?
No, it gets hot. It gets hot when the Ana wind. Okay, so the Santa Ana winds are like kind of in the like desert. Up
Who lives in a place where it's summer? I mean, okay, are there any places in America other than I don't even know if it's Alaska where you can see the mountains where there's just snow on top of it, but it's
while it's like really hot.
hot on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona.
In California, Nevada, Oregon. I've seen it lots of
You
times.
can see it at the same time. I mean, when
Yeah.
it's like super hot.
On
You're
the
in
top
the lake or the ocean and you can see it.
snow in
Yeah.
the middle of summer?
Yeah, the top of the mountains. Some of the mountains can have snow on it.
All year,
The
all
snow
year.
caps,
Huh?
yeah.
Okay.
It's weird.
Well, see, because I didn't see snow for the first time until I was 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever seen snow was in my 40s.
When I was younger, we were in Colorado for July 4th, literally playing in the mountains on the snow in our shorts and like t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever seen snow.
Well, Kendra, say it again.
When I was younger for July 4th, we were in Colorado one year, literally playing in the snow in our shorts and t-shirts, and then just went down the mountain a little bit to the lake. And yeah, I mean, it's, I guess, more of a Midwest to West
That's like
Coast
a
thing.
40-degree difference.
That's crazy. 98 tomorrow, then 67 on Thursday.
That's like, okay, that's crazy.
See,
That's a heavy degree.
I like standing in front of a convection oven. Not rainier as a giant snow cone in the summer. That's crazy.
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 110 before 30 degrees.
it's easier to pull my damn bottle opener out.
Yeah, no.
Well, and then there's humid
Yeah.
heat, and then there's desert heat, and they're drastically different.
Well,
It doesn't matter if you
In
had-
Florida, yeah, but
I
not
don't
up
care,
north.
man. I don't care. I was in the cold. I've been in both. You can't get warm enough when it's cold. No matter how many layers of clothes you got on, you're still freaking cold.
I would rather be cold and try to get
Or at
warm
least
than be
it is
too hot.
with me. You know, like like when we're on the roof, we used to. I mean, you can't do it now. You can't take your shirt off and stuff and work on roofs. I guess some people do, but some people get. Nowadays, you'll get afraid. You'll get a call from the company. There's a guy walking around without a shirt on.
Hey, Gabe, would you mind putting some ice in this for me? Thank you. Hi from Brazil, Indiana. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Mary Sanders.
Yeah, I prefer cold to the humidity. I would rather warm up than, be sweating my ass off. or not being able to breathe. That's
so offensive about a guy with a guy not wearing a shirt.
Oh, it all depends.
Well, we all used to do that.
Yeah, but
Yes, but now it's offensive to our eyes, society has said.
What? Oh, yeah.
well, you walking around with no shirt on is not that offensive.
Yeah, but sometimes when I'm on the roofs
Hold on a
and
second.
stuff, I like to take my shirt off, especially in the summer because it gets freaking hot. Or sometimes I tie it around my head and it goes up.
What's
down
up, Strictly?
But what? Yeah. Okay.
That's a good thing. Did you ever see that before? I mean?
It's not the heat; it's the humidity.
Yes.
Strictly. Oh, hi, Strictly.
What's up, Strictly? Yeah, the humidity kills me. If it's 80 degrees here or 85,
It's the
90,
heat index.
and
It's,
well,
Yeah, give
humidity
me
is
100
terrible.
degrees before 30.
Yeah. It gets too hot, and right now, like, my allergies are kicking in right now. Probably didn't help that. See, your truck window looks like it's
on the
runs
road.
up.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like not wearing
That's
a shirt.
crazy. I probably didn't help if that truck came by.
Yeah.
On the road. It's hot up there.
I'm gonna watch TV.
Me too.
Alrighty, fine.
Everywhere.
Bye.
This works so good.
Just get them soaking wet.
Yep.
Put them on. Yeah.
We have no practices. We'll have water shortages, droughts, and fires. I don't ever want to deal with the cold again. It does get pretty cold here, though. So, I just
What's
wish.
up, Gus Cash?
I just wish that the 70 to 85 degree weather stuck around a little longer than it does, because it feels like it's such a short period of time.
It is.
That
It's
you
only a couple weeks.
It's what?
It's only a couple weeks.
Yeah. And it's like you go from extreme cold to like barely breathing, and I don't like that at all. The only thing I find offensive about it is I'm jealous that I can't whip my shirt off too. Right, Gina?
No one's stopping you, Gina Bear.
Maybe just the law.
No, don't you remember though when guys used to just walk around with no shirt on all the time?
I do all the time.
Well, I don't see that anymore. But they used to not care.
All day today I was without a shirt. All day yesterday I was without a shirt.
Are you sunburnt?
No, I don't get sunburned. I get dark.
I need to get out in the sun. My arms are getting darker though because of driving back and forth to court. One day, that's all it took. So, anyway, what time is it? Oh, we're at midnight. It's already midnight, Cinderfella.
Oh boy.
You do not have extreme cold. It
We
feels
have
like
cold
when it does get cold, but extreme cold, nah. Oh, Robbie would say it.
It's extreme cold.
Robbie thinks extreme cold is 69 degrees.
Exactly.
Dude, it was 20 degrees this winter.
It did get down pretty low. I want to hear Lisa's definition of extreme cold. That was extreme cold. 29 degrees. That was extreme cold. But like even up in New York, it never got that cold for me. To me, the coldest I've ever been is down here in Florida.
I never get burnt. I just get dark.
I'll get red for a couple hours and then it just turns into darkness.
Darkness.
But darkness.
Just because one day we were extreme cold and you're walking around in shorts and a t-shirt.
Well, that is funny because when you're here, okay, so first of all, When I first came down, it took a couple of years before my blood would thin out. I was always hot, but this is crazy. Doesn't matter what it was. But I had to come down. I was up in New York, and I had to come down uh, with my mother because she was renting out her home, and she did that spring thing where she rented out to snowbirds, and so we just wanted to make sure the house was all good, everything worked, and blah blah blah. And
Oh,
when we
hell
got here,
no. What was I thinking?
the electric was out because of the storm, and it was 33 degrees in the house, and I could not believe how cold it was. And I just came from up north, and it was colder down here than it was up there. That blew my mind. But the longer you spend time in Florida, your blood tends to thin out, and you just it doesn't work like that anymore. But it's just a different kind of cold.
Yeah, it's different.
Oh,
It's
here we go.
shockingly different. You don't think it is, but it is. It
I
wasn't that
remember
cold.
Daddy saying one night it was cold.
It was cold. Guys, I have scars on my feet to prove how cold it was or it needed to be. I need heaters out here, and yeah, it burnt my foot. The heat went right. I
Hell
wrapped
no.
Christmas presents, and the heat went through Christmas presents to get to my foot, and burnt my foot. At least then, Robbie, need to spend a winter in Chicago or Montana. Well,
Ooh,
see,
Montana would be frigid.
Montana is probably real cold. Negative
That's where
70.
it gets like below, zero and stuff, like by a
Negative
lot.
70. Yeah, that's
See,
not a
that's
thought.
just ridiculous. In negative 70? What? Why?
Why? Ask Mother Nature, the universe, and God.
Oh my God.
You might as well move to Neptune.
Why? They're already in Montana.
That's crazy. So Crazy Lady went to lay by our pool and fell through a dry rotted lounge chair and spent 4 hours in the ER. Had a bikini on too and had to wear a hospital gown home. No broken hip though, but it hurts.
Oof.
Oh my goodness, the crazy lady.
So sorry that happened, but thank God, you didn't break your hip or anything else. Wow. Yeah, we had to throw out those wicker lounge chairs and tables or whatever. The wicker part, comes off like even like the very top or whatever. And we have to actually get rid of that. So we need a new. I actually do have a patio table. I've had it sitting out there. We had a lot of patio furniture. So we don't necessarily need another one, but we had to throw those out. Just wear and tear. With the weather and stuff. It was pretty cold this year. We had to replace a lot of plants because of this year. Well, the coldest one at 6 months straight. Exactly. Let's see. I was cold for about 2 weeks. Broke the door handles off the car. Wow. We actually had to pull out one of those ice scrapers this year. It was ice on the front of Gabe's truck.
You know what I liked watching this winter was the snow wars over the parking, like in Philly and Chicago and stuff when that big storm went through the Northeast. And oh my God, and the fighting people were doing about digging out their car and then somebody next to them burying it back up. Oh my God, those are hysterical.
I didn't watch a lot of that. I haven't been watching a lot of TV. It's been really busy here, but I still have to. I still have to start the Landman.
Don't you love it?
I haven't started it yet.
Ugh.
I was waiting for Gabe. I was waiting for Gabe for the other two, and I said screw it, and I started watching the other two, and I finished those. So I've been waiting for Lambert because I know he's gonna like that, but we haven't started it yet. I told him, I said, well, don't you start it because next thing you know, he'll go start watching the first one while I'm on a live. You know, so I'm like, don't you start it without me.
Hey, hold on, I gotta call Gary for help for my hair.
Oh,
Gee.
Uh,
Can you come check my head? I'm still on live. I'm dyeing my hair.
So, guys, right now you can visualize Kendra with a whole bunch of dye in her hair.
Yeah. Well, it's gotta sit on there for an hour, and I looked at the time. I'm like, fuck.
What is the Dutton Ranch?
That's Yellowstone.
Oh, okay. How many like other shows have kind of
Here.
come out of the Yellowstone?
just
There's like
Yellowstone
four.
Duck Ranch.
Wasn't there another show that like was pre Yellowstone?
Duck Ranch.
No,
Oh.
there was 1896.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was the first one. The pre-Yellowstone. And then there
Yeah.
was like a 1931. And then
God, how do you catch up with Yellowstone?
then Yellowstone, then Duck Ranch.
you can just watch Yellowstone. You can kind of jump into any of them at any point really, but I would recommend just watching Yellowstone all the way through, then watch the 1895 or whatever it was, then start on with the new ones, which is Dutton Ranch.
Yeah, sounds like lots of binge watching. How many freaking seasons is there at Yellowstone?
3, no 5.
There was 5 or 6 of Yellowstone, I think.
That was when we were gonna start and never did. So it's kind of like we thought it like kind of too late. We passed the whole time. But no, they're still doing it. Didn't they? All right. So Kevin Costner's not on Yellowstone anymore, right?
God didn't know.
Okay. All right. Is that okay? You want to move your hair?
Yeah.
See him get it on your face? Or probably move it better than I would.
Yeah, because you don't got gloves on.
Yeah, well.
I already dripped it on my face, so.
Oh, please.
You grab the thingies, the top shelf. Right, this top shelf left side, see the pins? It's right here, pointing at it. Oh, yeah.
Not on there anymore.
No, the pins, they're right in front of you. They're on the side next to it. There you go.
Wait.
Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I never watched Breaking Bad. Or Better Call Saul. I just been so out of the whole like watching, dramas and stuff on TV for so long. But I like things like I really like the Madison. Are they coming back with another season of that? It's the Kendra dyeing my hair show, right? Good night, Kim G.
Good night, Kim G.
Okay, there you go.
Huh?
Kim,
What?
I like mystery memories of a
You
killer.
need to throw this sock away, honey.
I answer it. So.
It's gone.
That's a good one.
Oh, which one? This one?
Yeah, I definitely like that. I haven't watched that other like ER show. What was the name of that one?
Grey's Anatomy.
No, my mom always watched that. I only know a couple of things.
The Pit. The Pit.
The Pit.
Yeah, no, you can't watch The Pit.
Yeah.
It's too much medical grossness for your liking. But you would love the character stuff for sure. But yeah, there's way too much medical for your squeegee ED.
Is it as good as like House was? I know
No.
probably different, but at the same time,
It's better.
No,
it's
House
It's
better.
better. It's different.
House was much better.
I liked
No,
House. Gabe and I both liked House.
Okay.
The Pit is realistic.
House was realistic. It was based on real cases.
No, it's not the same.
Okay.
Where
It's a
does the
different thing.
play?
Netflix.
Okay.
Where does what play?
The Pit.
Pit.
No, it's not.
What is it on?
HBO Max.
Oh, that's right.
And Landman is on Paramount? Is that
Yes.
right? All right, well, I have Paramount.
I watched the first season of The Pit, and I just couldn't get into it.
Well, I'm not going to sit there watching a show that I'm going to get all the feely stuff. So
Yeah,
I'm not-
no, the feely stuff's going to be way too much for you, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I was able to watch House, but that's, you know.
Yeah, no, there's no in comparison.
Yeah. But I really liked House. I like Hugh Laurie.
But not to change the topic of medical stuff, but Katie Van Slyke's mini horse Karen had a baby today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How is it?
Well, she did it all by herself and surprised everybody. At the end of the day, they went to go get her, and she was in the shed outside. And Eliza, the worker there, she called up Katie and said, "You're never going to believe this, but there's a perfectly dry baby running around out here." And
Really?
she only not had eyes on her for about 2 to 3 hours.
Wow.
But she was too far away from the full alert box for the full alert to work because she was outside.
Oh.
But the baby's totally doing great, all the things, and it's a little girl. So it's the first mini filly Katie's had. So that's kind of fun.
That's cool. I saw something on her earlier. She was talking about when she was in Ocala and she's showing a horse called Hollywood.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
going
I
to be
saw
showing
that.
Hollywood in Kentucky this coming up week.
She finally got her girl. First filly. Yep.
So now Regina's the next one in a couple weeks.
Our Life Adventures is a good watch both on Facebook and YouTube. Our Life Adventures. I haven't heard of that. Robbie, what are you guys doing?
Just sitting here on the couch.
So I saw the lemur cages are done.
Zabu and Jupes is.
How are they doing today?
They're doing awesome. We just went and checked on them.
They're happy
That's
as
good.
clams.
What's that?
Are they happy as a clam?
Yeah, she's actually been a lot better with him in this huge cage.
That's good. I love Jupes. She's so sweet. I love her hands. So cute.
Good.
Many hands. Because she's the only one that'll really let you touch her hands. Or when I was there. You know what I mean?
Zabu likes you, but he just gets. If you stop, he gets really grabby.
Yeah. Good night, Ernie.
Good night, Ernie.
He gets grabbed.
Did you get Zabu some candles and Barry White going?
She's not in heat.
How long did it take till he tried to mount her?
What?
How long did it take till he tried to mount her?
Oh, right away.
That's so funny.
Are they going to have babies?
If when she goes in heat, yeah.
Oh.
Jupe babies. Oh, God, I want one.
Second whites can go in heat. I think 3 times in a year. Ringtails only go in heat for 1 day, once a year.
Jeez.
And that whole big
Black
cage
and
is
whites
just for
can
them,
go
right?
up to 3 times. What's that?
That whole big cage is just for them. Now you got to build the other one.
Yep, we got to build several more.
That's so
But
cool.
we were working on the mammal feed building today. We had to put the concrete slab down for the fridge, for the 2 fridges.
Cool. Do you still see that otter around?
No, not recently, because everything's basically dried up except for the ponds we pump.
How's the pump doing?
They're doing awesome.
Cool. Did you tell Z we missed him this weekend?
What?
Did you tell Z we missed him this weekend?
Yes. He's like, he was out with his friends. What do you expect?
I know, he doesn't get enough time to hang out with his friends. He's always working on the farm. So I like hearing when he goes out. So Robbie,
Yo,
what kind of truck you gonna get him?
who knows?
Truck.
He's driving my truck right now, my Dodge.
They threw away the mold after Brewster. He's one of a kind. Katie and little Annie. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Anyway, guys. So, Kendra, is there any scoop on any? Is there any upcoming court cases, like really good cases out there?
I told you, we got to find out who Fred is.
Not Fred. It's Frank.
Frank, whatever his name is.
The one with an F.
Yeah.
No, we have to be careful because we have a Freaky Frank around here, and it's not Freaky Frank. So we gotta figure out who Frank is.
I'm putting this all on Kendra.
He was looking at. I mean, as soon as he got on it, Kendra.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, Frank, who are you talking about? Nancy Guthrie, what?
Right on,
Kendra,
Gabby.
go watch his page.
I will.
Brett Michaels has a wildfire behind his big house in Arizona.
Oh, God.
No, I didn't see that. Tony Katane keeps popping up on my news feed.
They
With
just
all
want
these old
to say
videos.
Why? She's
They're
dead.
telling Kendra to find out who Frank is.
I don't know, but she's been popping up on my news feed on YouTube. Like all these old videos. I'm like, what is going on? Is it her birthday or something? Like, I don't know. But,
I don't know.
yeah, weird.
Did you see Jack Osborne came out all pissed off at the media for
Yes.
talking about his weight?
Yes. Well, it was funny because I
That's
mentioned it
not
the other
his
night.
Arizona house, Christy. That's his California house.
The other night I had mentioned something that everybody's saying he's lost a lot of weight, and he came out like guns blazing.
Yeah. The problem is due to his mother and sister looking just anorexic. I'm sorry, but they do.
Yeah.
And
Now
it's
he
been
looks thinner.
yeah, like come on. That's why he got hit so hard, because everybody's really just worried about this family. And the truth of it is that his mom and sister were looking not well prior to Ozzy's passing.
Correct.
So they were already in the not well spectrum, and then that just escalated it for sure. But he's also been gone a little bit now, and they're not recovering with their health, it looks like. And people
Yeah.
are just worried because they love this family.
Yeah. And he's saying it's because he shaved his beard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, plus, he also said that he's been eating a lot healthier the past like 2 to 3 years. He's been losing a little bit of weight here and there. But it did make sense when he says, first I'm too fat, and now you're gonna go at me saying I'm too thin. And he goes, I'm fine. I'm at this height. I'm this weight. You know. And I was like, people just need to leave him alone, man. You know.
Yeah, I think also he does have some of his own medical stuff. He might not
Yeah.
just need be wanting to talk about it while he's under some treatment or something, which is totally respectable.
Yeah. Robbie, I missed a call from you.
Duh.
Duh.
When was that?
Before
Before the live.
went live,
Huh.
when I was freaking out, telling you got to you got to show this to Kendra. You got to get Kendra.
It was about Frank.
Oh, okay. So that was like right before I went live. You always do that. You call me right before I'm going live.
You know he's gonna call you. Why don't you just keep your phone near you?
I didn't have my phone on me.
Exactly. You know he's gonna try to call you right before the live. Why don't you just keep it
Dude,
near
it
you?
was at like 9:40.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't have my. I was getting ready for the live. I didn't have my phone. My phone was actually out here. I wasn't out here. I saw you when I came out. I came out here. I saw Kendra was there, and then you popped right on afterwards. I added Kendra and then you.
And that's when I saw the video, and I'm like, oh my God, Kendra's got to see this.
Who's Frank?
Oh, I was like,
Good night, Trisha.
Good night, Trisha.
Oh, you want to talk about Frank? Well, this is a different Frank.
Different Frank.
Freaky Frank is. We're not talking about Freaky Frank right now. Can you imagine if we did? Holy crap!
Why? We haven't
If we
heard
started-
from Frank this week.
No, but if we started talking about Freaky Frank, can you imagine Megan? Oh God!
Oh Jesus. Yeah, just wait till they figure out who Freaky Frank is. Oh
I
God.
know the spins, the speculation, you name it.
Here comes the FOIAs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Foya. I love FOIAs. Love them. Especially when they prove malicious shit. Yeah. Gotta love them. I think it was pretty cool to show nasty looking body cam images of me. And then, I don't know, people see me in my birthday outfit and think, what the fuck?
You were naked?
My birthday outfit.
That's
Your
naked.
birthday outfit means you're naked.
No, I mean
Yeah.
my actual birthday outfit.
Your birthday clothing ensemble.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You got that? Yeah. Oh, good. Look, Lord, if they thought that I was wearing my actual birthday outfit, my birthday suit, that would be kind of scary, wouldn't it?
That's
Maybe
what they
look
would say.
Yeah, that is what they would say. But I think what's his face? Someone said that Jay Hip showed a picture that we took in the living room where everybody was sitting around me.
Yeah.
And but I said, oh, they're going to take this, they're going to blow this up. For some reason, he thinks I'm talking directly to him. And he has to remember, I don't watch his freaking channel. I'm not really talking to him.
Wait, did they FOIA request this photograph from your personal living room?
No, they copied it off of the live. They took it from my live, yeah. Because we showed, what they did was, I showed Leslie's video. Leslie made a video the next day. And she was so sweet. It was cute. And so I showed it. And he literally recorded my live, slowed it down so we can get that one shot. It's just like, oh my God, pathetic. And he didn't even get a clear shot of it because it was however she made the video. But
Well, I was just wondering if they got it from the sheriff that showed up to the party, since
No.
you've befriended them and all, and there must be FOIA on the party.
Yeah, there should have been. I mean, I don't know who got it, but I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. Let them FOIA request it. Yes, the sheriff was here. Mm-hmm. Foya, foya, foya. Foya, foya, foya.
Well, but that was really probably because of Frank.
Yeah, well, let's not go to, let's not, we'll leave that alone at the moment.
Okay.
But, yeah. No, and he's like, anyway, so he said something along, I don't know, I was sent the clip. He showed the image and goes, see, we're not going to blow it up and make fun of it. It looks like they had a good time. Well, we did have a good time. But just because I said you're going to blow it up and trash it or whatever, because that's what the Facebook people do. That's what Megan and Tug do. I'm not talking about Jay Hip. I don't like, I don't reference him. He wants me so badly to talk about him. Here I am saying this. Jay, I don't give two shits about you. I don't care about you. You don't phase me. You're irrelevant. You know. I just find it funny that you're trying to make yourself be, and you're really not. I don't think you're funny. I don't think you're a comedian. I think you're a shitty person for making fun of homeless people, and I think you're trying to create your channel based on a channel like mine, and it's kind of foolish. It's silly. But what's funny is now Megan wants to copy you and your little flea thing that you do and a Monday respun thing, which sounds stupid, but okay. Now she wants to copy you. So how about it? Have fun, guys. You have no permission to use any images, including the one you showed on my birthday, or anything else. None, and you'll never get it. You'll never get permission from me to use anything of mine, Kendra's, anybody's, Robbie's. You'll never get it. So I'm sorry, Robbie. Did I speak for you? Sorry.
No.
But you know, they can't come up with something on their own. They can't create anything on their own. So when and if they're held accountable, they will. Period. Oh, I'm not playing his harmonica.
What?
Oh, apparently, he wants me to play his harmonica.
Figuratively?
Lord knows, who cares? I think he already stole someone from my panel to play his harmonica, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He ain't getting this. I'm already blessed.
Oh my God. The abundance of blessings yet again we have to hear about.
Couldn't even compare. Sorry. No comparison. Yeah, he ain't getting me tooting no horn of his. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, there's no. Yeah. Mm-mm. Good night, crazy lady.
Good night, crazy lady.
Blessing or spoiled? That guy is just, ugh, same. That's what I thought. But yeah, so I have fun with that. I just laugh at these. It's so funny, like Robin, when we come from just like the industry we're in and dealing with this shit. Isn't it insane?
It's crazy, dude.
To
The
think
previous
that
shit in the LA Hollywood area wasn't as crazy as this insanity.
No.
this is absolute insanity. This is like, are you serious right now? like, I can say the shit that I've dealt with, like real life in person shit.
Yeah.
You know, with the industry, and it's like you actually think that you bother me with the little stupid things you say, or look, I was a fat chick working in an image conscious crazy world. There is nothing you could say that's going to irritate me with a video, a song, a mocking word, or you know, you want to take my image and blow it up and make me look disgusting. By the way, I'm not. You know, they try to make me look like this old, like 78-year-old, crazy looking woman. I look nothing like these images that they create. And, you know, there's just, I can't be fazed by this shit. And they think they're bothering me. It's like, you have no idea, no clue whatsoever. I'm not the one that gets affected by that kind of shit. Been there. There's nothing anybody can say.
It's already all been said.
Yeah. I would say the shit about myself. I would make the joke. I would crack the joke. I was around image conscious people, okay, on a daily. I was with men who wanted models on their arms, you know, and, please, okay. So there's nothing that can phase me. They can say and do whatever. I actually laugh at some of it that I do see.
So, not to change the topic, but I was on. I follow this girl on TikTok. Have you ever heard of the Roloff family
Yes.
from the biker gang from like Fresno, California, back in the
No.
70s,
No.
80s? They were huge. Okay. So
I thought
anyway,
you were talking about a different roll-off family. Yeah, no, no.
no, so she came from this lineage, right? And there's a lot of horrible, untimely death and different stories. And so she got really into genealogy. And so she just talks these stories about her great grandma, grandma, aunts, mother,
Oh my
uncle,
goodness.
all this
Little bit
stuff.
prayers.
And so she went on about how some family members had passed, and then there was an argument regarding the burial because somebody was going to end up being buried near somebody they didn't like. And so then she just tells this whole story real quick, right? So I commented and I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm familiar because I too had a family cemetery drama moment." I just explained a little bit of it. And then she commented on it. Her mom commented on it. And now that comment is like going viral,
I
and like
don't know why we
10,000
keep
people
losing.
are like all over this comment asking me questions about my family drama cemetery story. I'm like, oh, no, no, I'm not fully sharing it. I'm just saying I could understand her story.
Right,
But
right.
isn't it weird how, like, even in death, like families just can't pull their shit together about final resting spots for people?
It's crazy.
Yeah, but people were just amazed that they'd never heard of such a thing, and yet here was the creator herself, and then me also saying I had one of those as well, and they're just so like blown away. Her and I were like, okay, to us it's normal, but okay.
What I'm trying to think of what family member thing you're talking about.
Grandpa was in a plot made for three,
Oh, yeah.
and then there was a
I'm
whole
like, geez,
argument,
Lisa, really? I even know this.
Well,
and then
hold on a second. Okay, there's a different kind of history happening around here. So I wanted to know what she was talking about.
right, it's all around the same cemetery and the same
Yeah,
grouping of people and who had ownership and who was going to be dug up and
He's
moved. Yeah.
right. I remember that.
yeah, yeah.
So there you go. Word of advice: don't die out of order. If you have a specific burial spot you want to get to, your family may do otherwise.
And it turns out they didn't even get that spot at all.
Well, so one of them did.
Well,
The whole
not
has
all.
two in it now. It doesn't have three.
Right.
Right. And it's doable as best as could be without a whole lot of digging. Don't know how else to put it.
I love
Who's
that
had a
name.
whole lot of digging?
It's crazy, but I imagine that goes on in a lot of families.
Yeah, I guess just because this gal has such a long recorded history of a famous biker family that the crazy story made a little bit more sense to her world, and somebody else popped out not related to any such things and had a similar story. I'm like, I fear it's maybe more common than y'all think, but could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Prayers for your friend a little bit.
Ugh. All right, guys. It's 12:43. My butt is
Yeah.
going to bed.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna head out with Robbie as well. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Uh, Thank you so much for the support and send prayers out to everybody who needs them. Definitely to Little Bit's friend and their family. And please say a prayer for Jeannie. Um, I'm glad you guys were here to get an update on everything and to hear what's been going on. If you didn't know part of the story or any of it, thank you for listening. And we are going to be doing a members only live, I think tomorrow. I'm just not sure if it's going to be in the afternoon or after Robbie, because Robbie goes live at 5:30 tomorrow, guys.
Daddy.
Good
So
night.
if we do the members only afterwards, it'll be sometime after 9:30, 10 o'clock. So around that time. But if for some reason we don't, I'll be back on Thursday at 10 as well. So thank you all so much. I will definitely tell her that, Sylvie. Thank you, everybody. And as always, I hope you have a great week and enjoy your lives, no matter the circumstance. What did we always say, Kendra? Or what did smile? Bet you can't smile. There we go.
Good night,
Bet you can't
everybody.
smile.
Good night, everybody. God bless and prayers.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Ta ta for now.
Bye. Bye.